Welcome to Constructed Chaos, everyone, where we run our D&D live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Today we are running a very special session, a continuation of our very popular murder mystery that we ran a few months back, and I could not be more excited. These sessions take a little bit more prep, but they're that much more rewarding. And speaking of rewarding, Grim Reaper, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, coming in hot as always. I really appreciate the patronage and the friendship. We're friends now. We love you, man. And welcome to the Chaos crew, Leodis Kyron, Zebak Longfang, I don't know how to say that one.
XIVM.
Yeah, Mike Gayer in Rice in Soup. I do like rice and soup. It's very good. Before I get too off the rails tonight, I do want to take a moment to talk about our sponsor, Tabletop Beard. Tonight, I want to showcase the Game Master oil. Usually, I talk about how good these oils smell. But this one is unscented. So if you want to combine the scent with something else that you like, or if you just, enjoy the scent of your own Game Master musk, this is the stuff that you need to get. It will guaranteed help you roll nat 20s against your players. You will down at least one person in the next combat. That's the way it works.
You're not wearing that right now, are you?
No, I'm actually wearing fighter right now. So you're safe. You're safe. But if you guys are interested in trying it out for yourself, go to their website. The link is in the description below, and you can use code CHAOS20 at checkout for 20% off of your order. Do also check out our friends over at Darkeport. They just started a really cool stream on Daggerheart. So they're using a new system. If you guys are interested in how that system works, you can get a little bit of insight that way. I don't know if they have insight in that game, but you can gain it. That all said, I think that's just about everything. Our chat bot looks like it's working. We're good to go. So I think it's time
to roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yes, it is. A plot against the leadership of Ardenia has been revealed too late. The king is dead, and his cousin, the Duke Elias Montclair, now readies those in his charge to fight alongside the similarly afflicted Imsford against Banara. But as the assassin proved to be none other than his own butler, the Duke cautiously seeks to unveil the truth behind this attack, as new rumors imply that he plotted his own cousin's demise in a vie for power. With the help of some well-connected friends, the origin of the foul obsidian blade used in the killing seems to have been uncovered. The merchant Luciana de Oro posits that a certain fence in Illyrian likely had a hand in this dark dealing. At the Duke's behest, Luciana has covertly arranged a meeting with this shady individual under the guise of her own trade services. And the Duke of West Ardenia calls upon you once again to help unravel this mystery before it spirals out of control. After all, who else can he possibly trust? Hello. Hey. Welcome back, everyone. So now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we're going to start off our session a little bit different. If you've watched the last murder mystery that we ran, then you know exactly how this works.
Everyone dies.
Because not only do the players need to figure out who the murderer is, but any one of them could be the murderer, causing all kinds of inward-facing suspicions and hijinks. It's really fun. So I'm going to start by having everyone at the table roll a D100 and a D10.
Sam,
and while we do this,
you roll the D100. If you roll 2 zeros, that's 100.
While we do this, everyone in the chat, tell us how you think D100 should be read.
No, because Alex told me how you read them, and it's wrong.
It is wrong.
It's wrong.
Chat, let us know what you think.
So a D100 and a D10?
And a D10.
Oh, I didn't roll the right.
Yeah, I know that's confusing. You can roll the D10 separately and then let me know.
This isn't a D10.
Yeah, D10.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, so what is yours, Sam?
56 and 9.
And 9, okay.
Are you about to text
And sorry, chat, but I have to share these secretly. If you're interested, you can join our Discord, and I'll be happy to tell you what each person got. They're getting either they are or are not the murderer, and then they're getting some rumor or extra information that the other players may not have.
Period.
So, Dylan, what did you roll?
67 and
Okay.
10.
Has chat reached any verdicts about the D100 yet?
Dravian said
So it
it's
should be
red
right
with
with
the
your
eyes.
eyes. Hey,
Caleb,
Not
what'd you
wrong.
get?
97
97
and 7.
and 7. Okay.
this is why I feel the way that I feel
Oh,
about.
got redeemed.
Oh, already?
Thank you, Grim.
Oh, you have a 10 on your D10.
That's why and some of them are like that. I'm just saying.
I don't believe you.
Oh, my message preview's not up.
And Morgan?
28 and 1.
28 and 1. Okay. And then voice in my head. What did you roll?
11 and 2.
11 and 2.
Ooh, low.
Okay.
I responded to my message.
Yeah, it popped up a preview, so I just put my hand right
Oh, I just
here.
opened up Alex's chat on my phone.
Oh, no, my
I had touch
previews
portal.
are off.
I know, I had touch portal open, so I didn't.
You don't know what your message says.
Wait, okay.
You didn't read it?
Dylan's like told you his number, and then he's just like, okay. That would have been great if you never checked and it was you, and it got to the point.
Okay. So now that we have everything squared away, I believe everyone is caught up and
Let's do
come to
this.
terms with everything.
15.
Period. After several days at sea, traveling south from Travarius, your ship's subtle rocking begins to subside as the water grows still near the mouth of an enormous cavern. Drawing further in, the caws of gulls overhead are exchanged for the echoes of lapping waves. The bright afternoon sun is replaced by shadow, and the fresh ocean air is drowned out by a fishy stench. You turn to eye your vessel's charterer, the Duke Elias Montclair, in commoner's clothes and a hooded shawl, as he speaks with the fishmonger captain. It was his idea to hire a less conspicuous ship for your journey to Illyrian, but you can't help but feel you should be owed a bit more compensation for having to stomach the underwhelming voyage. Money changes hands between Elias and the fisherman as the boat is docked, and the Duke and his party are seen off somewhat unceremoniously in the market of the washout district. You reluctantly follow the remainder of the plan as you're led by Luciana and Elias into a more secluded area. But you can't help but drift your sight upwards every so often towards the lofty elven structures clinging to the top of stalactites and embedded in the cavern walls high above this lesser settlement.
So, like, these are like old elven structures, or like just shoddy because it's.
I'll say make a history check. History or investigation, I'll let you pick.
So satisfying. Yeah.
I think they're the same. Where's history? They are 11. Do you care if I tell you which one? Doesn't matter. It's the same either way.
The buildings look old. They certainly look much older than the even the hobbled structures in this washout district that you're standing within. But it's hard to gauge if it's centuries, eons, ages. Hard to know. But as all of you group back together, Luciana brings you in close and, all right, this is where the plan takes shape. I will move on ahead. You will wait here. We don't want to spook our contact. If too many people show, they may not.
Fair enough.
All right. I'll be right back. And then you see Luciana move into the distance as you are left alone with the Duke of West Ardenia, Elias Montclair. Is there anything you guys would like to discuss in this next length of time?
I want to ask Belfier a question.
Okay.
Where did you say you were from again?
I didn't.
Okay.
That settles that.
Where are you from?
I don't think that's any of your business.
I think if we're supposed to be traveling together, it kind of is.
Where are you from?
I really don't have a home. I
Same.
kind of travel all over. You seem pretty well dressed, though, for someone who doesn't have a home, who just kind of travels around.
So you consider yourself ill-dressed, then?
This is for my dealings with people. He's so more for those who don't remember. He is wearing like a full-on like dress shirt, a vest, a tie. He looks like he think mafia, but on a half orc.
Great.
So his sleeves are rolled up. No, this is for my keep up appearances for all the dealings that I make. I'm an arms dealer, I'll tell you that. But again, I feel like you mentioned something about nobility, but
I wasn't born into nobility. It's something that I acquired, through a lot of time and money.
I can respect that. What about the rest of you? I don't remember your characters' names. I looked at his character's name on this sheet.
Wow.
It's been 3 months, everyone. It's been 3 months.
It's been a while.
So my actual name is Knight, but everybody refers to me as Safety.
You seemed to sneak off last time.
Well, I'm
Showed up just as things were kind of wrapping up.
used to doing business in the shadows.
What does that mean?
Oh,
I sell drugs.
no. Sometimes in the Underdark of Eretheos, things get testy. And so it's usually safer to operate that way.
For the sake of transparency, my money
Rolls
doesn't
right
come.
off the tongue.
I don't remember much about my upbringing, as I was. That was a long time ago, and there were some things that happened. But my money was acquired through nefarious means.
Non-traditional
Different.
means.
Yes.
Right.
Not. Not brutal, but not necessarily legal.
Yeah, well, I mean, laws don't apply whenever you're your own man.
I appreciate everyone feeling like they can open up. Perhaps it was something about the travel over the last several days. I, myself, obviously, you know me. I appreciate you all coming here to my defense. Really, that's what this is. Rumors are spinning in the rumor mill about the possibility that I had some hand in the dark events that took place nary a week ago. I can hardly stomach to even contemplate that thought.
No, definitely. I mean, we're all in this now.
Obviously, there will be a good sum of coin in it for you, if we can find and apprehend the true culprit. They are a danger to all of Ardenia, and they need to be stopped. And as he finishes saying this, Luciana approaches. You see her familiar feline figure returning, wearing a scowl devoid of hope. Bad news, I'm afraid.
So she looks normal.
Yeah, you could say that.
Calm down, Drazad.
I'm not sure we're going to have a meeting with our contact today. Perhaps it's better to show you. Just follow me.
Are they dead?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
We'll see. And as she begins to maneuver you through the streets of the washout district, you round the corner into a wider street near the market where homes and businesses are raised up a few feet upon stone plinths and wooden stilts. Here, Luciana fingers one particular structure with a broken window and a door barely clinging to the hinges. But even more curious, you see a diminutive figure peering into the building through that broken window, as you hear Luciana say, "That wasn't there before."
The window broken or the person?
The person. And so, Lillian, would you describe who we see here?
You see a very short woman with very big curly red hair, and lodged in her red hair, fairly large spider. This woman has a very large backpack on and a long cloak.
Nice. The live spider?
Yes.
Oof. I love it already.
That is the place where we were supposed to meet. It doesn't look like he's there, but maybe this one knows something. And she points it out.
Have you checked on the person in the window?
They were not there.
I'm walking. The window's on the ground floor. It's like on like a second floor or something.
It's like a raised stone plinth, but there's room to stand shy of the building. It's like just built on top of this stone platform.
Are you facing out the window, like looking at us, or you're like?
She's
back?
looking into the window.
Oh, into the window. Walk up and say, "You know who lived here?"
My character just stares at you.
Cool. Tell me you speak common. We've had a character before that played in a session that didn't speak common.
Oh no.
Well, okay. We're looking for whoever was in here. We're friends of theirs, and we're worried something might have happened to them.
I hope something happened to them.
Oh, not friends with them. Why is that?
Sketchy things happen.
Seems like it.
We are here for a meeting. It was agreed upon meeting place, and while I don't know this person personally, I'm hoping that maybe we can still make contact. Do you have any idea where they might be, if not here?
My character takes the spider out of her hair and places it on the ground, tells the spider to go find the person, and then just stares at your group again.
Do you say it like in like common? You're just like, go find the person, or okay? That's a neat trick.
Is this a big spider?
Yes.
You take it. It's like
Like little tiny.
I'm trying to think of like in relation.
no.
You know, we're talking about like a
Up close.
tarantula or like a.
Thanks, Mel. Yeah. Would you say that the spider crawls into the building at that point and begins like kind of rummaging around?
Yeah, but it's very erratic in its movements as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of unnerving because you don't know
Where it's gonna
intentions
go.
are. Yeah.
Is it like an undead spider, and it's just like
You get
crawling
the
weird?
sense that the spider isn't shy either. The character seems to be shy, but the spider is not.
Okay. Well, the spider lets itself in, and kind of following its lead, Luciana turns to Elias. Elias gives a sort of telling nod as Luciana begins to try and push the door in a little bit, and without much effort, it does move. It's almost like she's sort of picking up the door and just moving it, like the hinges don't really work anymore. But the way is now open to you as she enters.
We have a
following
cabinet
the
door
spider.
like that in our house.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So, like, do you aim to kill this person if they're still alive? Because we kind of need some information from them.
The spider decides what happens to the person.
Can you ask the spider what it decides to do with the person?
We're getting nervous over there.
What's the spider's name?
Spider's name is Whifflepuffle.
I dig it.
Could have prepared me for that name to come out of your mouth. Whifflepiffle. I love it. All right. Is this where we are?
No. Like I said, you'll know when to use that.
I'm not good at theater of the mind.
It's okay. This building is like one big room. I mean, it's a storefront, you know.
It's a
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Luciana in then.
it's a
If
studio
there's,
apartment.
Okay.
Okay.
if we can't determine Whifflepiffle's intentions
good.
from their
You know,
companion.
okay, real quick. I just need to make a quick aside. What's funny is I think we're gonna like forget everyone's names at some point, but
Not
we're
Whifflepiffle.
never gonna forget.
Never
Whifflepiffle.
gonna forget that one.
I'll be calling Dylan Whifflepiffle. I'll be like, yeah, that's your name, right? Whifflepiffle.
I'm so
Everyone's
sorry.
exactly.
Dylan.
So in that case, Morber begins to follow in, and I assume the rest of you file in the ranks. You sort of eye the loose door that's just been sort of placed up against the wall as you enter the threshold, and what was undoubtedly a shop of some kind before is now nothing more than a collection of tossed clutter, flipped furniture, and broken pieces of fragile goods. It'd be a wonder if you could find anything wholly put together in this place.
Do we know who lives here?
Our contact was supposed to meet us here. I don't know if they live here.
Okay.
I'm gonna message Moravir and. So, do you trust this cat woman?
Luciana?
Yeah.
I've run across her a few times. She wasn't in a part of what happened last time and had some valuable information, so for now. I have unlimited words with message, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I have no idea. It just cuts off in the middle.
Sending is limited
Yeah.
because of its range.
You see,
Yeah, I'll walk in.
yeah, okay. As you all sort of reconvene in this room, you see Luciana and Elias both. It's odd to see a duke, someone so highborn, getting their hands dirty, but they begin to rummage through piles looking for any clues that they might be able to find as to who this person was and where they might have gone.
I won't get my hands dirty, but I'll be casting Mage Hand to move stuff out of the way.
We don't.
Okay.
We don't know who our contact was, do we? Like who we were supposed to be meeting? We just know Luciana had set up for us to meet someone
Luciana
there.
set up the meeting.
Okay.
You don't know much more than that, but you can ask her.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't think that I could do that. Yeah, forgot about that. So who exactly were we supposed to be meeting here?
I don't know them personally. I've heard of them through some merchant friends. And it was told to me that if such a weapon came in from Eretheos, where trade is cut off from this land, it would have come through here, through this particular fence.
Like this building? Or this town? Or
this-
this person?
This person.
Okay.
I believe this...
Is his name Finch? Is that what we're...
I actually don't have his name. Do you know the name of the person that owns this shop?
My character just stares at you.
What did they do to you?
Does Wiffle Wiffle know the name of this person? That's a hard thing to say too while doing
Yeah,
that.
with your little underbite.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think Wiffle Piffle should crawl up your character's back and onto your head.
Do you know the name of the person that lives here? I don't know if it talks. So
Dang,
I
if
don't
I
know
was
what's going
Flora,
on.
I could talk to the spider, but I...
True.
Does Wiffle Piffle bite?
Yes.
Is Wiffle Piffle poisonous?
Yes.
Good.
Is Wiffle Wiffle mad that I keep asking him questions?
No, Wiffle Piffle likes you.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
cool.
Stay up there as long as you want.
He's a friend of the ball.
Did you feel a tickle?
It's the underbite.
Yeah.
That makes everything funnier.
But I will say, as your safety, as you're helping to move things around with Mage Hand, make an investigation check for me.
D10's out of the way.
Yeah. All
An
those
investigation
D10s.
check?
Investigation.
We had dice rolls in the chat.
Yeah. I'm
got a lot
gonna
of
take,
dice
yeah, 16.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D12 for me.
Man, why you gonna ask me for the one thing I didn't pull out? Can I pull out?
Yeah.
You should have all your dice. A full set, sir.
Way
Here,
over
do you want a
there.
pretty
I'm
one?
just messing with you.
Ooh, those are pretty.
I want this one.
All right,
I
go
feel like
for
this
it.
one's gonna roll well.
The D20
Uh-oh.
of that
Here comes a
sucks,
one.
but
2.
Okay.
it doesn't have as much writing on a D12 because it's just picking from like a list, right?
What?
Like a D20, you
Yeah.
like you don't want it to go low, but like a D12, it's like fine.
Yes.
As you rummage across the floor, you uncover something that almost startles you with how loudly it rattles. But as it sort of settles on the floor, rocking back and forth, you see a empty bird cage. It's quite large. It looks like if you were to crouch down in your roguish sort of frail demeanor, you might be able to fit yourself in it. Even it's very big, but it's open. It's empty. Just an old brass bird cage.
Are there any feathers in it? Or any signs of a bird being kept in it? Is there poop? Is there water? Is there birds?
You know what?
I work for Petco. What kind of bird is
That
it?
is true. That is true. I'll say
African swallow.
with your 16, you would see a couple of deep, dark blue feathers.
Okay.
If if they weren't catching light, they would appear to be like a midnight black.
Are they like really big? So
They're quite large.
Like
yeah,
maybe
I mean
like a
about as big as your
kenku?
hand.
maybe like a kenku?
Okay.
Maybe.
Does the
Or like, we
birdcage-
talking emu? No, I'm just kidding.
Ostrich.
Are there eggs?
Those things are mean.
Yeah.
Does the cage have any drawers in the bottom of it?
I'll say that it's hollow at the bottom, so there's not a drawer there.
It's like a standing cage.
But as you look more closely, it does appear to have like the bars are like sort of bent out of shape. Like something was definitely in there trying to get out at one point.
I'm gonna pause real quick. I think we need to take your pop filter off. Maybe just pull it. Yeah.
Okay.
You're very soft spoken, and we put those on, and I think it's muffling it too much.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it
Test
picks up like at the top. So if
Yeah.
you like point it
Yeah.
directly towards you and just do like try and just keep it in front of you as you're
Okay.
moving around. Yeah.
Let us know
And
if
you
that's
can't
better,
be
chat.
too close.
Yeah. I know it's
Yeah.
hard to get
Yeah.
used to the mics.
Yeah,
and
I
the
always-
pop filters are a new addition. And
I always
they
say
muffle.
Don't
eat the
touch
mic.
the metal.
Well,
Oh, you
it's fine
can.
if
No, you
touch
touch the
it.
metal.
It's fine if you
I don't
touch
think
it.
Becca actually got shocked that time. But
It was.
anyway.
It pulled out Becca's
it pulls
facial
mine.
hair,
Yeah, it pulls out my
like
facial
her
hair.
little peach fuzz. It's horrible. So that's why we got the pop filters. But
Look, as soon as you said don't touch it, I kind of just wanted to.
you were like, you're like,
you can touch it.
yeah.
It's all good.
I always say eat the mic when in doubt. That way you're like right up on it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say, it certainly looks like the cage has been badly damaged. Like something was trying to get out at one point, but it's hard to say exactly when. As you're kind of glancing over this, though, I'll have you roll
is
another
it-
investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. You can go ahead and roll your investigation.
D20?
Yep.
Is it like... Like, does it look
Okay.
like something tried to bust out of it? Like, are the bars bent? I mean, in a way that, like how glass shatters from, like,
So I will say that you're trying to figure this out. You're not entirely sure. But with your 20 investigation, you're able to tell that the bars being bent in this way, it actually just appears to have been bent whenever it fell over.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't like some enormous bird trying to get out. It appears to have just been a bird cage, maybe for small pet birds that this guy was selling.
Thank God it's not an emu.
But I'll also say roll a d12. I want to see if you see anything else as you're sort of rummaging.
as I'm asking questions, Wiffle Piffle's just answering back with...
It's the one that almost looks like a d20.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Yeah.
10?
That way.
Okay.
That way.
With your 10, you, as the cage sort of settles, another pile of just rubble sort of falls over, and a couple of books fall across the floor. And as you begin to look at them, you dust them off, and you see the titles are The Art of Paint Dryery and Advanced Napping Techniques.
I'm going to be kind of just like moving stuff around my foot. He's not looking very hard, but he's just like, while everybody's like, he's like, birdcage, whatever.
Okay.
Books, I don't know how to read. And so he's just like moving things around with his foot.
Investigation check.
Cool.
There is a DC to this that you guys have to beat, but everybody's beaten it so far. So
Well, wait for this. Riggedy Rick. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. That's an 18.
and D12. I need to know what you find.
Oh, yeah, okay. What did I roll? I rolled a 2. What did you roll on your D12?
A 10.
10.
12.
12.
Period.
Nice. So what you find as you are rummaging through, you move something that actually knocks against a small wooden table, one of the few things that is still standing in this room, and whenever it hits the table, a pack of cards spills out onto the floor, and you, just looking at it, you notice that they are missing probably like half of the cards in there. But they look, as opposed to everything else in this room, looking very shoddy, very dusty, very dirty. These look pristine.
I'm going to pick him up. And I'm going
There you go.
to... Are they actually Star Wars cards?
They not in universe. No, that's just what I had on hand. But those are the
Aw,
cards that are in the
Oh,
box.
man, I love these books. But I don't know how to read. No. Are they in... I mean, that's a loaded question. If I asked if they're in any particular order, or if I just gotta look to see which ones are missing.
I will say don't shuffle them.
Okay. I was about to start organizing them to see which ones
Do
are
it.
missing.
Shuffle them.
It's less of a DM hint and more of a let's save some time kind of thing. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna shuffle them. I was gonna like try to see which ones are missing by like reorganizing them.
Oh, right.
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Do you have them in a certain order?
It seems like it.
Not for any reason though in particular.
So the two of
Yeah, only to save time.
Yeah, just like the room that casually flooded and we just happened to
aren't all the
notice
clubs. The two of clubs is missing.
So as you're looking through that, I will say sort of Elias stands up a bit frustrated, sort of wrenches his back, and then looks over to you once more and lowers his hood. You now see sort of his grace filled noble features, his sort of coiffed hair as he takes a knee and kneels down to you. I'm sorry. I know this is some great inconvenience to you. I know you're looking for this person. Do you know their name, what they look like, how they dress, anything that might point us in the right direction? I promise you, as soon as we're done with what we need, I'd be happy to let you handle your business with them.
If I tell you what this person looks like, can I join the adventure?
Absolutely. Yes. We're actually staying somewhere very nice tonight, and I could buy you a room. I'd be happy to do that.
We know Wiffle Piffle. What's your name?
Barbara Fiddlesticks.
What a beautiful name.
I'm Mortimer.
Nice to meet you.
You visually see safety dissociate for a moment. Oh, Night Safety Azarath.
Well,
Nice
while
to
he's
meet
looking
you.
through these, is there anything that like points to like, is this dude just messy, or like,
Is this
is
dude
there
just
anything
messy?
like nefarious? You know what I mean? Like, is there any signs of like a struggle? Or,
I'll
like,
say make
blood
an
or-
insight check.
Okay.
Actually, so let's do investigation again, because once you started asking like if there was a struggle in blood, I feel like it's a little different. So yeah,
Okay.
do an investigation for that.
9.
Okay. With your 9, definitely doesn't look like anybody would ever try to run a shop like this. The shop might not have been nice before, but this has definitely been torn apart. Hard to say if there's like a sign of a struggle, maybe somebody just coming through and looking for things. You don't see any blood anywhere, but you're not positive.
Okay.
I'd like to open up the books to see if it actually is a guide on napping and drywallery. Was that it?
Drywallery.
Paint dryery. The art
Okay.
of paint dryery. But yeah, as you open the books and begin to flip through the pages, it indeed appears to be a very short summary, almost a step-by-step, and in some cases, a very nuanced approach to these two interesting hobbies. Advanced napping techniques includes entries such as running around for a couple of miles and then trying to lie down, sleeping standing up by perching yourself against a wall and locking your legs, which is something people tell you not to do, but apparently it works. Duden 103, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Really appreciate it. I'm so happy to see you in there. I'm so glad you're joining us for our murder mystery. So much fun. I will add your points. I won't forget.
Do they really tell you not to do that?
Yeah, don't lock your legs.
Yeah, you'll pass out.
It restricts the blood flow.
I've seen many of people at weddings actually pass out.
Oh,
It
okay.
makes
No,
all the
no, no,
blood
no.
go to your feet.
I knew. Okay,
It's the
that
worst
I
place
knew.
to pass out.
I
Yeah.
thought you meant like literally crossing your legs. And,
Oh,
like,
no,
trying
no,
to
like when you're
cross.
standing up.
no. Yeah, you're going down a water slide and you pass out. Cross your legs. Would I know if this deck
Free
is supposed
waterboard.
to have one Joker or two Jokers? Would I know that a standard deck comes with two Jokers?
I will let you pick. You either make a insight check
Wait.
or an arcana check.
Oh.
Is that Sam? Is that even a deck of
Insight.
cards then?
what?
It's missing all the kings,
this is
all
what-
the queens, all the aces,
all
the
the nines, all the jacks, 8 of clubs and
Oh,
spades.
it's got one
two-
jack. It's got one jack.
No,
essentially.
period.
Insight is gonna be 15.
Okay. Based on the fact you've peddled a lot of different wares, mostly weapons, but you know a good quality magical item when you see it. They tend not to get so diminished by the wear and tear that affects so many other mundane items. And you have a sneaking suspicion that at least some of these cards have magic imbued in them. And perhaps that is why there's not a full deck.
But nothing about the Joker.
Nothing about the
Okay.
You just hear
Okay,
it.
cool.
And
cool,
in the distance,
cool.
you just hear
Brett's in the chat.
Hey, Brett. Good to see you, man. Hope the weather's nice up there. And
Brett.
Justin, thank you for the 10 gifties.
something?
Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are really enjoying your adventures in Daggerheart. I got to watch you be a player for once. If you guys are interested, go check out our friends at Darkeport. They're here in the chat. They're being friends. Thanks, Justin. Really appreciate you, man.
It's different, isn't it?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a culture shock.
it very much is.
So Elias's attention now sort of redirected. So, if we have an accord, I'm more than happy to spring for a room, not even a nice room.
I have to pull up my notes on what this person looks like.
Elias is
The Duke.
the
Duke.
one that I was friends with growing up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Elias, my guy,
So Navoy.
I think that you can spring for a nice room for us. For your old buddy, old pal.
I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but seeing as we came in on a fisherman's vessel, and I know many of you are used to the finer things, I was going to treat us tonight to a stay at a very nice inn, and perhaps it's nearly time for us to head there now. We don't
I knew
want to
I
be
could
here
count on you.
for too much longer. As I understand it, the tides in this place do cause problems in the washout district where it becomes nearly impossible to travel at high tide.
So we should go now.
Probably so. And he sort of like glances over at Luciana. I would like to try one more thing. One moment. As she pulls a small Rolodex out of her pocket and begins flipping through several listings until you see one sort of haphazardly marked just with the word Illyrian, the name of the city. And as she grasps it, you see a bit of arcane energy sort of eke out across the card that she now holds into her body. I'm here in our meeting place. You're not here. Is everything all right? There's a moment of silence as she seems to be frustratingly waiting for some response, and she looks to all of you.
Who is this talking?
She's talking to the person.
Luciana's
we're
like
supposed to
like
meet.
basically it's like a weird like message or
Yeah.
sending.
No,
or
okay, that's
something.
what I wasn't sure if it was
that she's
Luciana
doing.
talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we be worried that there's no response? Is it normal for them not to answer?
Well, it could be a few things. In my experience, perhaps they're spooked. Perhaps they want nothing to do with me. They could certainly be dead, but as I understand, this device does work across the planes.
Are you jerking us around?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know. It's your
Why would I
contact
come
and-
here to aid Elias in clearing his name if I was just going to send you on a goose chase? Make an insight check.
You got geese?
Oh yeah, there's geese in D&D.
Fuck
There's
yeah.
there's a famous like bottle of geese magic item, I think.
Really?
A bottle, yeah.
Bottle of
14.
geese.
Isn't that throw it and then
She seems to be
I
telling the
want
truth.
that.
I mean, the
Goose
logic
company.
definitely checks
I want
out.
that.
I didn't know if she was like faking, helping us.
With your 14, it seems like she's being trustworthy.
Okay.
Well, that's about all that I have. Perhaps we can come back in the morning when the tides flow out. We can investigate a bit further. I don't imagine many people are going to be picking around this mess.
My character, I think, should go up to safety because my character noticed that you were very uncomfortable earlier and get very close to you. Shoulder to shoulder.
And I'll just kind of.
Shoulder to shoulder and say, "You're looking for a snake person."
A snake person.
Are you saying it quite enough to where we
Yeah.
can't?
Yeah,
I
just
think
we
that's
hear
only
that,
safety's information.
Yeah.
Just safety.
Okay. Oh no, this is taking a turn just like the last session. Oh, okay. I won't say anything, and I'll just message you, and I'll go. The person who lived here was a snake person.
Yes. And I say yes loud enough for the entire group to hear.
You don't.
And
You don't respond to the message.
Says it out loud.
Yes.
We're all like,
we all
what's
turn, we're like,
happening?
Guess what?
Oh yes, we're doing a great job clearing away and finding clues around here.
Oh. Thank
You
you.
have my thanks.
Has anybody checked for trapdoors or any hidden exits or entrances?
Is there
Looked high and low in this dump. I can't imagine that it would be such a thing here, but I've searched everywhere that I know to look for such things.
Okay, well that's interesting. And I'll turn around and start looking for them.
Okay, I will have you make one more investigation check. This will be the last one since you've already sort of poured over everything.
Is there anything I can smash?
Oh, absolutely. There's
Great.
tons of smashable
Is there
stuff in
like
here.
something that might like possibly be hiding like a trapdoor? I just want to like smash it in.
There's a
base.
couch that's been turned over, and it looks very fluffy, like when you smash it.
Oh
like-
yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
I want to like cut it like right down the middle.
You rage.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not wasting a rage on it, but it'll be all the acts of a rage,
Yeah.
just
You
without
ritual cast
Yeah.
rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
ritual
got it.
cast rage.
You bring your frustrations to bear as you pull out your greatsword and swing down, cleaving directly through this couch. Feathers go flying, white feathers that sort of intermingle with some of the black feathers you found earlier. As you sort of just breathe heavy, Elias moves to you and places a hand on your shoulder. It's all right, friend. There will be more to see. I'm sure of it. We'll make headway here. We didn't travel here for nothing. After all, we have a lead. He sort of motions over to your new goblin friend.
I forgot I have a cursed sword.
Yeah, who,
Wait, you're a goblin?
Goblin jazz hands.
So many d20s.
Oh,
Let me know what you need me to do. 'Cause
I didn't fill Lillian in on
The
our
ancient goblin tradition.
Oh,
yeah.
there's an ancient goblin tradition
They
that
always
we
have-
have.
yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's rock, paper, scissors.
And they always do it.
We always do it. No matter what. If we just start like rock, paper, scissors.
Except
like,
that
you
one
have
goblin.
to-
Yeah.
One goblin who
At
doesn't
Bastion.
practice the art. What is it, like the old ways or
Yeah.
something? Because Alex was tired of our shit.
I left that life behind me.
Did we get the contact's name at any point?
The name has not been spoken.
So Luciana, what's this guy's name?
I actually don't have the name. I only have his contact information, as it were.
And that doesn't have a name. What do you mean contact information? It doesn't have a name on it?
This
What kind of contact information is that?
this Rolodex, it's called a Racketeer's Rolodex. It's made in such a way that it doesn't keep any of the sender's personal information. It's a way that we can stay in touch in darker circles without. Say this fell into the wrong hands, perhaps.
Barbara, do you know this person's name?
So I approach Belle for now and get shoulder to shoulder with Belle.
Okay. Do I see this as I'm like, are you doing this while I was talking to Luciana?
Shuffling over.
And only so Belfer can hear, I tell you that the name is Zoshal.
Zoshal.
But you do that when I ask you the question.
I'll
Belcher, what did she just say to you?
in goblin. I'll go. So what's their name?
I pretend like I can't understand God.
Okay.
What did they just tell you?
First, I want to ask you, shouldn't you know if you're an arms dealer? Shouldn't you know what this Rolodex, this Racketeer's Rolodex is?
I don't use one of those.
What do you use?
People just find me. I'm always. I don't know. These are magic. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I don't know that. It's not a weapon.
Fair. The name we're looking for is Zoshal.
Alex, can you spell that?
It's S-H-A-L. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Well,
We're not fighting them, don't worry.
Yeah. No.
you said
he
Z,
said
right?
Z.
Yeah.
Before we
Yeah.
go to the inn, I
he
do want to
say
ask.
Yeah, you still spelled it wrong.
What did you put?
X.
X.
That's why when you said that, I'm like, that doesn't look like it sounds. I would have thought it was Z. I'm like, wait, no, he did say Z.
I said Z. You're just expecting it to be tricky.
Yeah.
I'm just expecting the craziest possible thing.
Every time we're getting names, like Caleb and I are like, yeah, that sounds right. And we type it in the notes and we're like, Alex, can you spell that? And it's like not
Completely
any
different.
of the letters that we have. So I've just stopped trying.
So, as your investigation wraps up, you
Yep.
start to gather your things, and as you leave the... Oh,
I
right,
rolled
what was
a
your roll?
15
A
for
15.
investigation.
I'm going to say that you don't find any trapdoors.
Okay.
You do rummage a bit more, but it feels like you're just moving the same piles of stuff that you moved earlier back where it was.
Okay.
You know?
Before we go to the inn, is the Duke like shoddily dressed, or is he just not dressed and like is he just wearing a hood and stuff?
You would know this without a roll. He is dressed in commoner's clothes. He doesn't look dirtied up by any means, but he fits in, and he's got a shawl over his head. He's definitely trying to blend in as much as he can.
So he won't stick out treating us, a group of people, to fancy inn for the night.
He might.
Okay.
There's a chance of that. I mean, swinging enough money around. But certainly looks like he has that in mind.
Okay.
He's trying to lay
Gotcha.
low
Okay.
intentionally. But all of you begin to exit the establishment, and as you do, you peer over into the streets, and you see a very, very thin layer of water that is now sort of forming. Very shallow ripples, like teeny tiny waves, spider-sized waves, are sort of washing across the streets as the tide begins to roll in. Elias turns to all of you. I think we should move. It's gonna get bad pretty soon, I think. And then Luciana, I prefer not to get my feet wet. Let's go. And she begins to sort of like
Every
prance
time
through
the water
streets.
touches her, she goes,
You all follow Elias's lead as you trek through the streets of Illyrian. The light of the sun begins to wane as you reach the edge of the washout district, and the water begins to ripple across the cobblestone streets with the rising tide. Just as a small stream begins to grace your ankles, you all arrive at a site set apart from the rest of the area. A marble staircase leads upwards into a paved cliffside pathway through several elven gazebos winding up the cavern walls. Elias speaks to an armored elven guard near the bottom of the stairway before they reverently step aside and allow you passage. Higher and higher you climb until even the tallest structures in the washout district appear to be nothing more than twinkling torches far below you.
Does anyone have any way to identify magic items?
I can look at
I.e.
it.
the
Yeah,
spell identify?
I can look at it really
oh,
hard.
I was
if
just
want
going to
to.
look at it. I was just going to,
Give me that.
yeah. Smashes.
No, but I do have this level 3 spell wrought tattoo that has fireball. Yeah.
Well, if not burn the cards.
I forgot you have that.
I would
I'm
say
ready to use it.
make a subsequent Arcana check because you've spent some time with it. It's not enough to like typically identify something, but
Such a good sound.
13.
I know.
It
Okay.
really
He
is.
built that.
You
Thank
did.
you.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
you, as you pour over these cards and begin to identify the ones that are missing, you think you've come across this before.
Well, they're already
This
on.
appears to be a deck of illusions, missing some of the illusion cards within it. Just based on the cards that are missing, you feel like this matches up. You remember that a lot of the face cards had something. But if you look up a deck of illusions, it'll tell you what each
I was
of the
about to
cards
ask, so
do.
now I can look that up.
And the reason I didn't want you to mix it up is because I kept the ones that actually do something in the front for you. I didn't want you to have to sort through everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some of
I
them
just
don't
wasted
do
a
anything.
lot of time.
You should see this Google. Hey,
Yeah, he's got the
I was adding
spells and
because
everything.
the suits are together, so I was like, okay, so there's 25 of if you add up this suit, there's 25, and then the next suit starts, and there's 25.
there's
added
easily
up
like
with
20 minutes of
This is
work right here.
Overthinking.
Brother, you should know that I love a red herring when I can slip
Oh,
one
it's
in.
like that fucking puzzle.
He has the missing cards. He has the order of the cards with their sum
I
totals.
should have
by...
known you were up to something because the other night we were sitting in the living room and he goes, "Hey, remember that puzzle that y'all had to do? The D puzzle?" And I was like, "What?" Like, I put it out of my mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What puzzle are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, the cryptid thing." I was like, "Yeah, what was the answer?" He's like, "You just had to push the button." I was like, "God damn it! I forgot about that."
Weary from your arduous journey, you finally arrive at your place of respite. An expansive 2-story mansion stands before you, backed by a glistening waterfall that flows through a luscious greenhouse garden on the right side. Much nicer than an old fishing boat. You accompany the Duke through the rotary doors and begin to take in the elegant sight when you hear a tiny voice swirl around you. "Welcome to the Manor, Illyrian. Can I take your bags?"
Do we see something?
As you train your eyes to the source of the sound, you see a fluttering fairy with bright blue hair, sort of tousled in every direction. They wear dress clothes now that you're eyeing them close, but it's like Green Day attire. They've got like the ties loose and the top button unbuttoned. And as they sort of eye your luggage up and down, in particular, your very large backpack, "I can take that for you."
My character just holds it really, really close, like this.
Or you can carry it. It's fine. I promise I can manage. I know I look small.
I think I'll hold on to my things, but thank you.
Of course. Front desk is right this way. I imagine you have a reservation? And Elias responds, We do have a reservation. Thank you. We'll see ourselves there. As well. Yep.
So what did you have in mind? Because obviously this place is even more lavish than just a nice inn. So what do you have planned for us, Elias?
Well, I just thought it would be nice to sleep on a very luxurious bed with your own rooms and in good company. You won't be bothered here.
Do you know the people who own this place?
I don't personally, but I do know that it is owned by some friends of a wealthy family in the south.
Not to rain on your parade a little bit, Elias, but you say nothing would happen to us here. That's probably the same thing you assumed back at the castle, too, right?
It is, of course. I've been in many fancy places my whole life, and I've never run into such foul circumstances.
I'm just saying, watch yourself, you know.
We should all probably
course.
watch ourselves.
I'll keep an eye out. At the very least, let's get our room squared away. As he approaches the counter, there's a human woman who's dressed nicely and greets Elias. He reminds them of his booking and one more room if it's not too much trouble. I hope I'm not putting you out. No, sir, absolutely not. We have rooms to spare, a couple actually. So if it's just the one room, we'll be fine. We won't even be full up. Absolutely perfect. And he begins counting out gold pieces. You follow the count for a little bit, but as it begins to get into the double digits, you sort of just drone out and begin to sort of look around the room that you're in. In particular, you can see, I've given you all a paper, so you do know the layout of the building.
Ah.
That way it's not too confusing. That's
no more
what this
theater
is.
of the mind.
Yeah.
We know what's going on.
We know where we are.
Yeah, you'll be safe here.
Nothing bad will ever happen.
So off to your right, obviously you see the extravagant green room. Garden, green garden. And then you see out in front of it there is like sort of a wraparound porch area with some tables just for hanging out, seeing the sights. Because even Illyrian down below is quite beautiful. But down then to the left, you see an opening that appears to lead into a bar, and a door a little bit further back that's closed. You're not really sure what's back there. But all of the furnishings here look quite nice. Large central staircase seemingly takes you up to your rooms. And as you're sort of finishing looking all this over, your eyes sort of trace back to the receptionist who's wrapping up. All right. So I believe that's going to be which room? I have this written down.
Is this
You, sir,
I think the numbers are rooms at the top.
is
Yeah.
one of them a suite?
our suite is taken currently, but we do have one. As a matter of fact, I'll be putting a lot of you up near it. So she points over to Elias. You'll be taking room 202 to Luciana. Luciana's taking 203. And then the rest of you, however you'd like, rooms 204 to 208, whatever you'd prefer.
I'll take 204.
You guys keep track of that. But
Yeah, is that like a... I don't know what the range you said, something to 208.
204 to 208.
I'll take 204.
Okay.
209 and 210 are taken.
210 is 209 is actually still open, and as she's speaking these words into existence, you hear the fairy behind you actually greet yet another guest walking in through the door. And instead of hearing a response from the guest, you hear, and as you turn around, you see a kinku.
A kinku?
A kink.
And
Is he
as they,
blue? Is he blue?
he appears to be a very dark color. It's hard to tell from this distance.
What's a kink?
It's a bird.
It's the bird people.
Oh.
It's like a crow person.
Oh, yep. Okay.
And I feel like your character would know this. They notoriously aren't able to speak. They're just able to imitate sounds. So as the kinku enters, it sort of waddles in. You see they're in a vest and a small dress hat at the top. They sort of tip their head, but they don't remove their hat as they enter, and they sort of waddle over to the counter. And as they approach, you see another an elven man, half elven man, move from the back of the counter. He's been fiddling with some things behind. Oh, no. I believe you're in the wrong place, sir. I'm sorry. We're full up for the night. And as the kinku sort of like turns and looks once again, and then pulls out a sack of money, like a small pouch
I
of
was wondering
gold.
why the rice was on the counter earlier.
Yep.
Your Wednesdays must be fast.
Oh, my apologies, sir. I just assumed we didn't have another reservation, so your money's always welcome here. Please see yourself to Yelena. She'll see you to a room. And she looks over to the humanoid crow that's just entered. Perfect. We have room 209 that's left. We're full up for the night. Sounds like we have a lot of guests. I don't know if there's some event in town, but I'm glad to have you all with us. And as she begins to shuffle some papers around and make note of where everyone is, give you your room keys, she looks to the crow and what should I file the room under? And yeah. she says I'll put it under rattle. Okay.
Rattle.
Yeah, and then writes rattle down on a slip of paper before doling out a key. And as she begins to speak about the amenities in this manor, she does point out a number of roped bells on the wall. She's like, if you have any need throughout your stay, do just ring your cord of calling and we'll come running. Every room is equipped with one of these, and it does work both ways. So if we need to call you down for anything, you hear a ringing, don't be alarmed. It's just us.
Is the bar open?
It is still open. They should be closing fairly soon, but yeah, it's still open.
Warbur's gonna just walk in there.
Do you love smoking?
With my spider.
Oh, is it still on my head? Yeah.
one more thing happens, and you might even catch ear of this as you're walking into the bar, because it's not far. Another bird-like figure walks into the room. This time, an owl woman sort of walks over to the counter and begins speaking to Yelena. I do hope that with all these new guests, we have been properly vetting those who are staying here at the manor. I would hate for somebody else's fine goods to turn up missing. And she sort of eyes all of you. Yelena begins to throw her hands up. I assure you, Miss Lysandra, we're doing everything that we possibly can to find out what happened with that. I don't think it was any of the staff. We've never had a problem with that before. And then she sort of looks over her shoulder at the ferry at the entrance, sort of swirling around. And what you see next does truly take you by surprise. The crow's belongings that were being carried in a small suitcase left with the ferry are now no larger than your friend Spider. The ferry has shrunk them down and is now carrying them. I'll see them up to room 209. They'll be there for you when they get there, Mr. Rattle. And he right back in her direction.
I like how prepared you were with.
Oh yeah.
Right. You said kinkus can only imitate noises they've heard, or is it speech they've heard?
Make a nature check.
Does it sound like the rattle of a rattlesnake?
I'll say you can make a nature check as well.
You don't need to. Nat 20.
23.
You've heard that most kinku, at least the ones that you encountered, are able to imitate spoken word as well. Mm-hmm. But they seem to have like sort of almost a short-term memory issue where they can only repeat it for a certain amount of time and then it's gone. They usually latch onto one sound and that becomes their thing.
I don't know how to ask this, but does this kinku look like it recently escaped from
A cage?
a cage?
I've been trying to
Yeah.
think that, like,
I didn't know how to
Yeah,
ask.
me either.
How large?
Was the
Is it
cage like
missing
person
feathers in an
size?
area, or
Yeah,
like-
I mean, like I said, if you scrunched up, you
Yeah,
might be able
okay.
to fit in it. But make a, we'll say insight.
Okay, yeah.
Moon
Well, how
goes
large is the
between-
kinku compared to me? Are we the same size?
No, the kinku are pretty short.
So they're
I-
smaller than me.
Yeah, I believe they're somewhere around like 4.5 to 5 feet on average.
Moon
I could
Goes
be wrong.
Between said the Kinku is also a warlock.
Yeah. Oops, all warlocks.
Okay, and
Well,
also
so
What
we're
was
like-
your roll?
12.
12. They look pretty well put together. I mean, especially for a crow. You may have seen kinku in the past. Many of them are usually pretty impoverished individuals, given their disability. It's hard for them to find work. A lot of the time, they work as apprentices to others. You even have heard, lore or history that might even be legend, that many of them take this form due to a curse on their lineage.
So this one could have ransacked the sketchy fences or contacts.
Anybody could have
Almond.
done that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm watching this kinku.
Okay.
Sounds like our group needs to get into disability justice.
Right. Okay, let's.
Which room do y'all want? They have 205 and 207 left.
I don't care.
Okay.
Did y'all have a particular?
I was
'Cause then
gonna
we have to-
drink and then go grab my key and.
Yeah,
head
I'm
up.
going to the bar, have a cigarette and a
took-
beer, and
Yeah.
I took the room.
I was just gonna take whatever
next to
key was
Luciana.
left. Yeah.
Okay. So then, which one do you want?
I'll take whatever's left.
Okay, I'll put
I'm
you
not
in
particularly
205
picky.
and then you in 207.
Okay.
Sounds good.
By the
Word.
way, Caleb, in universe, we're going to call that a smoke stick.
A smoke stick.
Oh,
Kansas
okay.
Want to buy some death sticks?
I almost said I was gonna go smoke some pipe weed.
Yeah. That
Peace
works
pipe.
too.
Full Gandalf.
But as things begin to wrap up, the Kinku actually walks into the bar as well, pretty eager to explore the area around and maybe wet their whistle a bit while they're here. And so as they follow you in, Morber, you see stretched out before you a quaint bar, but the walls are lined with sort of a velveteen padding. There are torches and candles lit across the wall, but it only shimmers and glints off of the closest velveteen to those recesses, and so it gives it a very alluring ambience. As you approach the bar, you see a red dragonborn barkeep who is currently doling out another ale to a dwarven man who looks like he's dressed in workers' clothes. Maybe this might even seem a little odd to you in such a fancy establishment, but there you are.
Yeah. Morber's gonna pull up to the bar, order whatever your finest ale is.
Absolutely. I have it back here. I keep it for special occasions. Just so you know, it'll be 15 gold.
He'll take out 15 gold and throw it on the counter.
Can't get this stuff anymore. I'll share one with you. As he turns around and begins to fill up a sizable tankard, places it on the counter, and it's actually made of glass. It's not a wooden tankard like you're very used to. And Morber, being a man of somewhat high taste, might identify this as something exclusive to only the best drinking establishments.
Thanks, and he'll raise a glass to him and
He clinks with you.
take a sip and
Take a few sips himself. That's the good stuff.
it really is. It's quite good. As some of it is dribbling down his underbite horn tooth things that he can't close his mouth all the way. So Morber's a little bit of a messy drinker.
Ever been as far as Droyestein and in Olskana? That's where this stuff comes from.
Oh no, I haven't. But I'll have to make my way out there. This is pretty good.
It's fantastic.
And as he continues to speak, the dwarf chimes in. I've been there before. It's been a bit of a long time. I've tasted that stuff before.
Oh yeah? What does it taste like?
It's been a long time. Can I have a sip of yours, actually?
I think it'd be wasted on lips as drunk as yours.
Cold.
That's a bar.
That's fair. I'm Flint, by the way. And he goes to shake your hand, but he's still got his drink in it,
You
so
say
he puts it
Flint?
down.
Yeah.
Flip.
Flint.
Yeah.
And he,
Morber, nice to meet you.
good to make your acquaintance.
Well,
I'm the maintenance guy around here, so if anything's broken, needs fixing, you let me know.
so if my little bell string doesn't work, I just call you up.
Oh, those things break all the time.
I'm sure.
Oh, really, it's just rope run through the walls. There's no magic involved, but maybe I shouldn't reveal too many of the smoke and mirror secrets.
Hey, sometimes something simple gets the job done.
I want you to enjoy your stay. Yeah.
I will.
So
And you said Rattle came in here too, right?
Yeah, Rattle's there, and as you're speaking with Flint, the Dragonborn is serving Rattle as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna at this point kind of be like, well, you have a good rest of your night, and turn to Rattle, and I'm whatever y'all are doing, y'all can do. But
What brings you as far out as here?
My back's to him. I'm talking to Rattle.
See if he gives up. Yeah, he gives up. He gives up. Yeah.
So, I understand that your kind can't really speak too well. I'm curious. I've also not seen many Kinku who are so well kept. I'm a man made by my own work myself. I'm just curious, what do you do? What kind of work do you do?
You catch the Kinku as they're bringing the drink up to their beak, and as they tilt their head back so as not to spill any, you hear. He turns to you.
I know usually your kind can mimic sounds. You can't mimic our conversation.
Grid isn't accurate. Yep.
The Kinku
Sorry,
shrugs.
You told me that earlier.
Passing through?
When I
We're
was
nods.
building this.
headed north,
When I was building this
south,
earlier, I would go more on this.
west, west. Okay, cool.
it's west.
West is really everything. You're at the southernmost tip of
okay.
Roria here, but if you go west, you'd hit Eretheos, you would hit Zashutan, you'd hit the Grixton Republic.
Okay. Got business out that way? No. Pleasure then. Running from something? We've all been there. Then why traveling? Okay. Just to see?
Sea world,
Yeah.
oceans,
Oh, that's cool. That's
fish, China. Sorry, I couldn't keep it in.
Another one.
Did you recently come into your money and now you're just exploring the world with what you've made of yourself? No? Just decided life's too short. Fair enough.
20 questions.
Yeah.
Kenku.
I like this.
Safety at this point has gotten his vodka seltzer and is like, I'm not watching this train wreck. I'm going to walk to the balcony.
Seltzer.
I would like to sit 3 spaces away from Moribur just by myself.
Okay.
And look at the barkeep, and I don't care if it's nice. I want the strongest thing you've got.
Coming right up. That'll be 5 gold. It's not the nicest, but it'll taste good going down.
It kills him.
Easy enough.
Kills him.
He fixes you a drink. It's in a tall, slender glass, and it actually ascends from like sort of a blue mixture at the bottom to a sort of opalescent green over top. It almost looks like oil spill. I mean, in modern day terms, right?
Is your spider still, or did your spider rejoin you?
Spider's still in your head.
Okay.
I think you should.
I do have a question.
I'd like to buy the spider a drink. One of what I'm drinking.
You're gonna kill the spider. What he just served you is pesticide, my friend.
Yeah.
Good old rat.
No. He becomes more poisonous.
Are the glasses for the drinks metal?
They're made of glass.
Okay.
Even the tankards are glass, and they're chilled. I mean, like you might find in really nice bars.
So do any of them have lids?
You see a few cups on the back splash that that have lids, but he hasn't served any of those yet.
So Barbara asks the bartender. So she walks into the room and she'll ask the bartender for a cup with a lid with nothing inside.
Sure. Anything from one of our patrons. I'm happy to oblige.
And just holds it out, no charge.
So my character takes my bag of sand from my scholar's pack
Okay.
and drops the sand into the cup, puts the lid on, and it's.
I know what you're doing.
I go up to the snake person and just.
The
Kinku?
Kinku?
Yes. And then shake the cup to mimic the noise.
Okay, and the Kinku turns, eyes you up and down, and begins imitating it back and forth. It's like a fun game, and it's like a child that's latched onto a sound. It is not letting go. It just keeps repeating as long as you shake it back. They will continue to make the sound.
I'll look over and say, he thinks you're flirting.
I look panicked.
Kinku turns back to you, shakes their head no.
I think he's just happy to see someone who kind of speaks his language.
Me as Alex could have used a lid, by the way.
Yeah, rice keeps getting in your beard. Yeah.
You're gonna find rice in there later.
Well, I wish you a good stay for the rest of your night. And I'll toast him. I know you said he finished his glass, but I'll clink his empty glass and take a sip as I go talk. I'm gonna go sit next to Safety.
Okay.
I did go walk over to the balcony. If you want to follow behind me.
The smoking
Oh,
section.
you went all the way across, so you're not in the bar anymore. I don't know if I would have seen that. Then maybe
As
I'll go
you-
sit
as
with,
you-
Belfier.
Okay. As you kind of say goodnight to this new friend of yours, they place the glass they just finished back on the counter. They sort of nod at you. One more time, they'll kind of shake their their rattle at you, and you'll see them sort of waddle off as they sort of hold onto their hat as they make their way up the stairs. They tilt every so often at people that they see.
If this is the person that gets murdered, I'm gonna be really upset with you.
Okay.
Because we like the bird.
I'm
I
curious.
do also like the bird. I love
Yeah.
Kinku.
I'm
think-
also curious because, like,
I think Rattle's the murderer.
insight into what Morbur is thinking. He's just worried because, like, they were going to turn him away, and then all of a sudden they're really happy to take his money. That they might then make the jump to the, easy target to take the money, especially hearing that this other lady had stuff stolen.
Mm-hmm.
So does anyone kind of like in the bar or even in the lobby area like make kind of like, oh, he's going upstairs, kind of like side eyes at him or anything?
As you sort of watch from beyond as the Kinku's walking towards the stairs, you do see two individuals making their way from the porch area, not from the greenhouse. So they're walking basically across the stairs as the Kinku's going up. There's a very posh...
The porch area?
The balcony.
Oh, the
Sorry,
balcony.
balcony.
Okay, sorry.
I called it a porch, but it says balcony
Okay,
on there. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Unacceptable.
It's a ground level balcony, so a porch. As the Kinku goes up the stairs, you see this posh elven woman in a very elegant nightgown, sort of walking with a half-elven man on her hip, his shirt is actually unbuttoned, several buttons too far.
Oh.
He is sort of allowing her to hang on him, but he eyes the Kinku a bit, just sort of glances, and she almost like makes a scowl, like, what is this creature doing here? They exist, unfortunately.
How many people
I would like
are
to
here
s-
aside from us? Do we know?
There's 2 other rooms.
You have seen the receptionist, the hotel manager, the barkeep.
That's 2 different people?
Yep.
Receptionist is the fairy?
No, you saw the bellhop. That's a
That's
separate
the fairy.
person.
Who's Yelena?
Yelena is the receptionist. She's a human. There are a lot of characters in this.
Okay.
I would like to cast message and
Thanks, Sam.
ask safety what were these people doing on the balcony?
Were you there?
Yeah,
What are
he
these
was
people on the balcony?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Said he
So
was on
while
the
you were on the
balcony.
balcony, sorry, I missed that.
No, you're good.
While you were on the balcony, you would have seen them sort of just all over each other, almost to nauseating effect, to the point where you might have even rounded the corner just to give them their privacy, let's say.
Nice.
You'll get a message back that it seems that they were attempting procreation.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I just had to know.
If I see the elven, so the elven people are going up the stairs, right? They're coming from the balcony and going up the stairs after the.
They wait
The
for a
rattle?
moment as they sort of watch the Kinku go up, but then they follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity to take my drink and walk across like I'm going to the balcony, but I want to see when they get to the top of the stairs. Can I tell if they're going into room 210 or if they're going into room?
Well, the stairs do wrap
201.
around, so you would have to go up the stairs a little bit, but
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna be
a-
that suspicious.
it's like
yeah, just seeing the layout, you'd have to like go up all the way.
Oh,
and
I
then
see the
look.
arrow now.
Yeah.
I see the arrow. I thought it was pointed. Okay, gotcha.
Please continue.
I'd like to take my drink and just go upstairs and follow them.
Okay. Are you trying to stealth, or are you just wandering
I'll
up?
keep my distance just to. I'm more so just trying to figure out why they're like curious about this bird guy.
Why they're
Okay.
attempting
You know,
procreation.
Wow.
That too.
As you round the corner, you see the half-elf, the man, beginning to unlock the door to room 210, which you now know is the suite.
Ha.
So they took the suite from me.
And he sort of eyes over his left shoulder down the hallway, and you can actually hear quite loudly the elven woman, "Darling, he's staying in the room next to us. How do those things imitate noises?"
Kinky.
Yeah.
Are these no?
Kinku. I'm sorry. Can I?
No.
Kinky Kinku.
No.
Oh my God, that is an in name if I ever heard it.
Brett's next
Oh,
Can I
character.
deduce that these people are like on their honeymoon of sorts, or is there like?
Make an insight check as the
Oh, that would make sense. While they're on
as the half-elven man sort of muses back to her. "Oh, don't worry, my dear.
12.
The sounds you'll be making, I am quite sure, are out of the range of that animal." Yeah. Again, nauseating.
Wild,
bro.
That's the
Yeah.
sounds the Kinku's gonna be making after that.
The elven woman sort of giggles
Throwing
in
up.
response, but what'd you roll?
12.
Okay.
Wait, you said insight, right?
Yeah.
12.
Happy
This-
Pride Month.
You're
you're maybe not such a romantic man, but you've seen romance before, and this feels like fresh romance to you.
That checks.
And I will just keep walking, like around the balcony. I'll probably circle in the garden and then make my way back into the lobby.
Okay. As you walk through the garden, you find a very lush green space. There are actual trees planted upon soil floor that sort of just blends right in from the marble flooring in the lobby. There is a large pool that waterfall actually gracefully descends into, and as you sort of follow your eye line up the wall, which is mostly made of glass, you do see an area that is made of stone and a small window that looks like it goes into maybe one of the rooms.
Where was that again?
In the greenhouse.
Okay, I'm sorry to be
Okay.
particular. How does the upstairs layout? Does the upstairs cross over the garden, or is it exactly like it
It's
is on the
exactly
paper?
like it is, but notice the rooms themselves are not laid out, only the doors into the rooms.
Yeah, so like the rooms would stick
Yeah,
out.
of course.
Yeah.
So I have a dumb. Well, if you can tell me this.
If we were to take this
I
off,
wouldn't
it
know
would
that,
sit
though.
right here.
No, you're good, but I wouldn't know the inner layout of 210S because the 210S wraps around the corner. Then okay,
Oh.
probably.
Well, you would be able to see if something's like hovering over this. Like,
Over the
is the
garden?
garden fully open?
It is.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
skylight.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
glass
so-
otherwise.
Okay.
So then this probably does like this,
So the light is. I mean, the window is
facing the garden.
Yes.
like facing into the garden from this wall. Like-
No, from the back wall.
This way.
I'll tell you, it's as if the room actually wraps around the back of the greenhouse a little bit.
Okay, that's what I
It's
was.
not a
Okay,
perfect
so-
square.
Okay.
We're gonna have to deal
Okay.
with them.
Cool.
No, you're good. That's what I was kind of thinking.
So their room would look over the garden.
Potentially. You haven't been in, so you can't say for certain.
Yeah,
but it seems that way.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my thought.
I will kind of be interested in where that goes. I'm going to have. Go ahead.
As you're looking and sort of like eyeballing and trying to judge the structure, maybe you even glance back through the other doorway to see, like, okay, maybe that, because you can see the rooms from the ground floor. That middle section is open.
Can I see into the window?
Not at this vantage, you're too low.
Like, does like no lights on or anything like that?
It doesn't look like there are any lights on in the room.
Okay.
So I was
But as you're sorry,
Yeah, sorry.
as you're
I know,
looking
it's
at that,
Yeah.
the Owlin woman from earlier walks in and sort of takes you by surprise as she casing the joint, are we?
I was about to ask because I was going to the balcony if I noticed him casing the joint.
Casing the joint? No, I'm not here to solve a murder or to commit one. I'm having a nice vodka soda and walking around.
Slay.
I actually happen to be an architect. This place is quite beautiful if you know where to look.
Where else would there be to look?
The
That
rooms.
window up there looks like it would have a really nice view of this garden.
It certainly does, and I can tell you. Make a persuasion check, because I want to see what she's going to say to you here.
What, are you trying to like see into the suite?
I think he is.
He's trying to bring this owl lady back to Israel.
Not like that!
It's like,
This
No, but for real, can I
session
see
has
it?
gone off the rails
Oh,
very
God.
quickly. Yeah, use one of the 8 million dice we have inside.
oh, I forgot about. We have a
Sorry.
what? 18 and 17.
Oh, we have so much.
We
Look
Oh,
at
you
this.
have a
So
lot.
many.
Chad has been very active.
15.
And I have a
18
feeling
and
you guys are going to
14.
need it
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
later.
I might
Yeah.
save it for combat.
Yeah, they stacked us up, man.
15.
Okay.
Persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I can tell you, if I was casing the joint, I wouldn't be looking up there. Word is that Lady Valeria is short on coin.
That's the woman from the Elven.
It's one of the 80. Yeah.
I would know this though because they're
Who's Lady Valeria?
the Elven woman.
I'm typing
I
in.
know. I wish I was there.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And perhaps it's because she has a new flavor of the week every single week.
Or you talking about the
Slay.
sloppy elven couple that were on the balcony a minute ago?
You didn't hear it from me.
While we're having this conversation, I'll message Belfir and let him know that the lady's name is Lady Valeria. I'll basically reiterate what we just communicated to each other.
And mind that, bellhop. I'm keeping my eye out for them. Anyone that can shrink items to a fraction of their original size can probably get away with quite a few things of great value.
How long have you been staying here?
Only a few days. But I'm missing a life's worth of fortune.
It was in your room whenever
And
it
I'm
was
going
taken?
to find it.
It was in your room whenever it was taken?
It was.
This is the owl lady.
But now that you know I have nothing, perhaps if you were casing the joint, you would steal from someone worth stealing from and give me a cut.
She's looking to get in on whatever you're doing.
Now you really sus.
I will message her. In my line of duty, we don't say those things out loud.
Line of duty. Do you steal for the government?
I was about to say, that sounds like some political stuff.
Yeah.
I'm actually Peter Pan.
She responds and she's not speaking, so she's saying it in your mind as she does this. Her head turns all the way around and she says, "Not to worry. I have eyes in the back of my head. I'm always watching."
Hate that.
Safety
But
audibly
your
just...
stuff got stolen? That doesn't make sense.
Sus.
That's fair. That's fair. And she leaves, sort of gliding almost as she steps. Doesn't look like she's actually walking.
To himself.
Is that the
Safety
noise it
will
makes whenever she walks
kind
away?
of
Yeah.
whisper.
She's tiptoeing.
Keep an eye on her, you said?
Yeah.
So, do I make it to the balcony after their little conversation?
Yes, you do.
As I pass her, I'll kind of nod to her and I'll... What are you doing in here? To safety?
Well, I was kind of just walking around, casing the joint, if you will.
Planning a robbery?
No, just kind of seeing what's going on.
Spider
We've-
still in your head?
Yeah, is Wiffle Biffle still in my... Okay.
He's become
Wiffle
part of you.
Piffle's going to be very well informed.
Yeah.
Like this.
He's gonna know everything.
Everything.
It's Wiffle Biffle. He's the murderer.
I give Wiffle Piffle a little fist bump.
It bit you 5 minutes ago. You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
He's puppeting me. I'm no longer...
It's like
It's a Ratatouille situation.
What's that parrot? What's that fungus called?
Oh, yeah.
Just looking around, kind of getting the lay of the land. We were just, well, not us necessarily, but we're sort of targeted in like a murder situation and know stuff is still going on, so like probably shouldn't relax too much.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely worried. I don't think the maintenance man had anything to do with it.
Oh, that drunkard?
Yes, I did, try to suss out if he was drinking the same expensive drink as me. If he does have money, he's hiding it.
You'll hear Safety just goes, and he'll kind of like dissociate for a second. I'll message Lysandra and ask her, since you've been here, have you asked for your wire thingy to be fixed?
I have, as a matter of fact. And if you're referring to the maintenance man, I have an eye on him as well.
Well, then what do you need us for?
I don't know. She
She's
got
kind of
eyes.
figured it
How
out.
many eyes you got?
At least, again,
Can you learn scrying, please?
he didn't seem too smart to have done this. Just
No, he's one of the few people that has access to the rooms, is what I was going off of.
yes, and it's possible somebody got his access. However, he has it. He
That's fair.
cannot hold his liquor.
They're just like locking. Like
Yeah,
just
they're
keys.
physical,
Yeah,
just-
okay. Yeah.
key and keyhole locks.
We're not like
Keypads.
They're not those crappy cards that like don't work half the time when you touch them to the door. I hate those things.
I still don't believe the myth of if you put them by your debit cards, it'll stop them from working.
That's for your phone.
Anyway,
The only thing that
Anyway.
same thing.
the only thing I have of value is my, and he'll point to his golden eye patch. He's like, and I would know if somebody took this off my face. So I'm not too worried, but our payday is also staying here, and I'm worried about his goods.
Yeah, I mean, his cousin was the one who was just murdered. So,
Well,
He is
also
also
he
the
has a lot of money,
king.
and he's gonna pay us when we're done with all this.
And he's the king now.
So
I'm
is
not
that-
there,
I don't
but-
think he is.
No, I don't think he's the king.
No, he's still the duke. I don't think anything
He was a
official
cousin.
has.
Did the king get killed?
yeah, but he's
yeah,
a
but I don't know
cousin
if
of the
anything
king.
official
Okay.
has
Not like
happened
a
yet.
Okay, sorry.
no.
Mixing up our campaign.
What?
So I'm just worried that his stuff might get stolen. So don't. If you do, leave my cut there. I don't want to burn relations with him.
No, I don't want to either.
You said you were casing the joint.
I don't. Yes, I'm. What don't you people understand? We are in a new place. I am checking it out.
Okay, see,
I am
that's not
do you
as
just-
suspicious as casing the joint. That sounds like you're about to steal stuff.
I was using that as a colloquialism. I was using that colloquially. Come on, get it together.
Maybe stuff is too strong. I don't know.
As he takes another big swig of it.
It is. I mean, it is delicious. It is
yeah.
a very sweet ale, but not so sweet that it would give you a headache. It feels like it's actually being made lighter by it. It's very good.
Suspicious.
Well, if anything, I'm a little suspicious of this Kinku. He seems to just be traveling for travel's sake. Has a lot of money. His kind don't typically have a lot of money. So, just a little wary of him. But he seems to be new to the area, so I'm not sure if he stole anything.
What's up with the noise too?
Oh, they can't speak.
No, well, yeah, obviously. No, I'm well aware of that fact. But where did he pick up that noise? I don't believe they
Could have been
can
anywhere.
hold on to a noise for so long, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
The
didn't sound
beginning of the
like
song gets me.
it didn't sound like coins clinking, or it sounded like a rattle almost.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know that this person's a snake person because you didn't share that information with us.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I wish I was on the balcony.
Same.
Well,
I mean, you can go there if you want to join their
I'll
conversation.
message
Well, yeah, but now I feel like it's like.
Well, I mean, I also was in the
It's
bar
okay.
and I
It's okay to do that.
walked across the whole thing into
Yeah.
the balcony where he is.
I mean, like if everyone's gonna be like going to the same place, I'm gonna.
I'm imagining we like just checked into our hotel room and there's like a really nice bar, restaurant, casino downstairs, and I'm like, I'm like back in Vegas right now,
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Yeah, that's where my mind's
Yeah,
going.
I mean, like I probably will
I'm
eventually
living my life.
mosey on.
Yeah,
over
you're gonna
to-
come smoke
yeah.
a smoke stick outside with us at some point.
Cancer stick.
Yeah.
That's what you said, smoke stick?
Smoke stick.
Period. Okay.
Peace pipe.
I'll message Barbara and ask them if the snake person, Zoshal, did they have a rattle, like, as part of their body? Do you know?
Yes.
that
I'll
sounded
message,
like a heavy sigh.
I'll message back.
What's weighing on you, friend?
What's weighing on you, friend? Sounds like you need a drink.
Wait, do I hear the sigh?
No.
He messages back.
Yeah. I message just a sign. I'll message back and be like, okay, that makes sense. Hey, we're all chilling in the garden/balcony if you need to come find us. And then
She
I'll
doesn't come find us.
absolutely not.
I might not need to. I mean,
And I'll relay that to you. So while Barbara and I were talking earlier, sort of, they kind of just like sneakily like, and I'll like get up to your shoulder just like they did to me, and I'll be like, they kind of just got up to me like this, kind of weird, and they told me it was a snake lady person that we were looking for anyway.
Oh,
And
so maybe that's where Rattle got his money from.
yeah. Well, no, I don't know. I think that's where Rattle got the rattle from.
Wasn't there also a cage? I'm
like
here
to,
now. I'm part of this.
Sir Navoy!
I'm here. What's up?
DJ Khaled!
I'm gonna message safety and be and ask.
This bar's
can
quite
I-
empty.
Where'd you guys go?
Can I bum a smoke stick? I'm pretty buzzed.
Yeah, we're outside in the garden right now.
Sweet,
All
I'll come meet you.
It's a garden
And now I'm
gathering.
here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna glance back up at the window. Are there any lights on?
No lights.
The elven lady was really drunk, not the guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was sober. Or appeared to be.
Maybe
Okay.
she's like. I
She's the one with the money.
know,
Yeah, that couple seemed a little odd.
but with. Oh my god, I can't get any of these words out.
You got it.
Was the kenku the same color as the feathers that were in the cage? I've been trying to figure that out.
Oh.
Did you roll a nature check? Oh,
No.
Yeah, he rolled one.
And he rolled like a nat
roll a nature check.
20
I
or
want
something.
to see if you can ascertain
Yeah,
the
'Cause I
relative
told her not to
size
roll
and
an
color.
roll a nature check.
18. Wait. 19.
Just in case.
They actually appear to be too small to be a kinku's feathers.
Okay.
And you're positive of that.
Because I
What
took one
about it?
with me.
What about it?
Yeah, I have it in my pocket.
What about a baby kingu?
What about a shrunken king?
Maybe it came from a.
That was great. I loved that, guys.
Oh!
Yo, I've been trying to figure out what can
Sure,
fit in
great
there.
sound.
Yo, I've been trying to figure out what can fit in there, and the fairy person can. I don't know if the
Anime style, a spark of electricity.
I don't know if the fairy's connected to the snake person because we have no clue, but like we know
Okay.
someone who can shrink things.
Fascinating, truly. Okay. I'm gonna
all of
finish my
you-
smoke stick. I will point out the window.
Yeah.
And tell them that I don't know where that goes.
The window upstairs, like there's a window upstairs that you don't know where it goes.
Yeah, like I'll point out the window that's like in the garden area and be like, that's also kind of strange. I don't know where that goes. And the only place I think it could go would be the suite. And
So it's high up and it's
the couple
on, like, the
definitely
backside.
is in the room. I mean, unless they, well, I don't know that
What
they're,
if they don't need lights?
We don't need lights where we're
Yeah,
going.
she seemed
Belvier knows.
she seemed pretty sauced when they went upstairs.
safety has never studied procreation before.
Some people prefer it without lights on.
Oh.
I hear.
You,
While all of you, all the rumor mill churns and you guys are pitching all these different theories, Elias actually walks into the room. There you are. I wanted to let you know, Luciana and I were speaking. I believe we should get an early start in the morning. That's when the tides go out and we don't want to waste any time, just in case some of those clues do wander off in the night. So I'm off to bed. You all are welcome to do with whatever you want with your free time, but just thought I'd like to update you. Let's meet back down here at sunrise. Hate to leave this place so soon, but maybe we can book a second stay after another day's hard work.
Potentially.
we'll see.
I think I've exhausted all of my energy and care for this window, so I'm gonna head up to room 206.
He sort of glances up to the window and is that connected to one of the... Interesting. Would have liked to have that suite. And then he like ushers out of the garden
wanted that
himself and
suite.
begins
Who is he talking
walking
to?
up the stairs.
To himself.
To himself, really.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Elias.
Oh, okay.
Elias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that-
It was originally going to be Elias, but I keep saying Elias. So that's what
I
it is
named
now.
this character. I
You
named
did.
him Elias.
Yeah.
And Alex keeps saying Elias.
Yeah. I don't know why.
See, my
It's
brain
just-
says
Do we-
Elias, so I have to like consciously be like,
Do we
"What?"
know who's staying in 201 yet?
No.
Probably Lysandra.
Probably the owl, yeah.
potentially.
Okay.
And I
You
typed
do know
in the
that all the
notes.
rooms are full.
Yeah, it has to be.
Okay.
That's the only one left. So yeah, that's unless she's staying in the closet.
Hey-o.
Oh,
Not during Pride Month.
Not during Pride Month. During this month of Pride? No way.
Sorry, Barbara. Go ahead.
Oh, that was too good to skip. Since I'm still in the bar, I'd like to have a conversation with Flint. And
Okay.
so, especially since he's drunk too, I think that'd be great. So I would like to ask the bartender for 2 of their worst drinks that they have.
An odd request, but I'm happy to oblige. We have a lot of good stuff. This is the worst we have out of it.
Perfect.
That'll be a gold piece for each drink.
So I give him the gold piece, and I
What a
take both glasses, and I go and sit next to Flint, and I just pass him the one of the worst drinks in the bar, and I start sipping on mine, and I ask him if he has possibly a docket of all the guests in the hotel.
As you pass the drink, thanks, friend, and make a persuasion check as he
Alright.
begins to toil over whether or not he should pass that to you.
Probably like
I have a 13.
you could take something from the chat. We have 8 million dice rolls in there. If you
Why,
want it to be higher.
why is it that you want to know? Is somebody you looking for?
I have friends in odd places.
Okay. Well, the owl lady's in 201. It's Lysandra. If you've seen her, she's kind of creepy. She keeps prolonged eye contact. It's too much. And then that new fellow with the posh accent, he's in 202, I think. The rest of your party, I'm not sure. I haven't checked the manifest yet. I did hear them put the bird fella in 209. And then Lady Valeria and the other boy toy.
That's what I put in our notes.
They're sharing Suite 210. If I were you, I'd take the other way down the hall.
How long has this suite been booked for? Did they reserve it really far in advance?
Oh, so Valeria is basically a resident. She practically lives here.
Would she be familiar with the lay of the land, any sort of secret passageways?
There's no secret passageways that I know of. And I mean, maybe she knows some stuff I don't, but she's usually pretty in her head. She drinks more spirits than I do most of the time.
What's her favorite drink?
The one at the bar here, the really fancy stuff. She hasn't been buying it lately, though. So, trying to see if, shoot, what's his name? I have it in here.
The
Who?
bartender?
Yeah.
Oh, we do not know. We know he's a dragonborn.
Trying to see if, I can get Corin to give me a couple sips for free since she's not really taking him up on his supply.
I would like to cheers to new friendships.
Of course. You buy me ale, you're a friend of mine. But what was your name?
Barbara Fiddlesticks.
Barbara Fiddlesticks. I'll remember that.
Amazing.
Good stuff. You really sprung for top shelf.
I like that
It would
Barbara
have been
knew that
wasted on
he
him.
didn't care. Like, you're like, nah, I'm not
Yep,
wasting
save your
money on
money.
him.
I think I'd like to buy from the bartender the alcohol that
Valeria.
thank you, that she likes.
Okay.
All I could think in my head was like so and so and her boy toy. Like,
Yeah.
that's in my head now. Her real name doesn't even matter
It's
anymore.
okay. We had a character called
Baklava.
Baklava.
No, her name was Malakva
And we kept saying Maklava.
because Sam said baklava at one point during the. Yeah, you're good.
So I will say, Barbara, when you approach the Dragonborn, he's sort of like breaking things down, beginning to clean up his bar. But as you ask for this drink, you saw your friend sipping on that stuff. It's pretty good. And then he turns around and, where'd I put that bottle?
Nope.
She said,
Yeah.
I don't know. You're like that.
Mabel's not good with it.
Oh my
He's like
goodness.
glancing around frantically. You hear the clink of bottles clashing together as he begins to look under the bar itself. He pops up, and instead of a look of confusion, you see a look of anger across his face. Excuse me for a moment. You'll have to get something else. I don't know where that is. Just find me in a bit. And he walks out from the bar and begins storming into the lobby, where you actually hear Yelena catch him. Corin, what's the problem? Where's that damn bellhop? Where'd he go? He went home for the night. I think he doesn't stay here.
The
normally.
fairy? Okay.
That sticky fingers, no good. God. And he begins like storming back into the bar. He simmers down. You actually see a bit of like red flame crackle from beneath his teeth as he smoke sort of pours out. I'll give you the next best thing. And he pours you another drink. You want it with a lid on it?
yes.
Taking it to your room. Yeah, that's the good stuff. And then passes it over to you. I've had a long enough day. It's on the house.
So, do you know in cartoons when a cartoon character blinks like really, really intensely and it goes wink?
Wink, wink, wink. Yeah.
My character blinks really intensely and you can almost hear it in the back of your head. Wink.
That's like such a good description because I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like deep black goblin
Yeah.
eyes.
You're a goblin. A goblin with red curly hair.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
amazing.
The best.
Missing the spider.
I think you have your new Halloween costume. Bar fiddlesticks.
So I'd like to go and join the group.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing at this point? Elias and Luciana have gone to bed.
I was about to come bring Wiffle Piffle back to you and go to bed myself.
Okay. What does that interaction look like? When
Be
you-
like, oh, I was gonna go back to bed, and I'm sure you want your spider back.
How tall are you?
I'm a half orc. How tall are half orcs?
it's over 6 foot.
Yeah.
There's no way I can reach your head and get that spider.
He would get down on a knee and like kind of bend his head down.
Okay, well then I retrieve the spider and give you a gentle pat on the head.
I'll stand up, and before you put the spider on your head, I'll kind of ruffle your head.
It's like you've been knighted. Good sir.
The Knights of Wiffle Piffle.
The knights that say
Oh my god. That's the next campaign. The Knights of Wiffle Piffle.
the knights of Wiffle Piffle.
A bunch of different
Character
colored
lives on
spiders on
forever.
people's
You didn't know
heads.
what you were doing.
So in that case, I imagine the lot of you sort of retreat from the garden at the very least. I don't know if you're going to bed at this point, but what is everyone doing?
I would go upstairs and stop at Elias's door. Do I see? I know that the little string like rings the room. I'm assuming that it's not on the outside though. Like, there's no way for me to see that string from the outside. or
No,
that
and if
mechanism.
you may have glanced into your own room, looking inside, the string is just shy of the door. It's inside. And it does have its own bell attached to it, but it basically goes through like a pipe in the ceiling.
I'd knock on his door before I head off.
You knock and it takes a moment, but eventually you do hear the door unlock and Elias opens. Is something the matter?
I wonder if you'd let me give you some extra protection for the night. I am worried with all of the stealing that's been going on. And people seemingly having unlimited access to other people's rooms.
I did hear about that, and I'm more than happy to oblige you. Thank you for the offer. If you'd like, I don't mind sharing a bed.
Oh, I had something a little bit better in mind. And you kind of like look around, make sure that nobody's looking. So the deck says that you pull the cards at random, but it
You
says
know what
maybe.
they are.
Okay.
I'll say in this case, you know what they are.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the Joker
Okay.
on the. I'm gonna tell him to back up, and I'm gonna throw it like where in front of the door,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, just don't touch that card. It'll be a deterrent if anything.
I'm glad you specified in front of the door because I was imagining like, what if you put it in the door frame and then it's like half, just like you're sticking
Well,
out
and
of
I
the
could
door.
move it as long as I don't move the card. I can
Yeah.
move the illusion. But yeah, and
Elias
yeah.
looks it over. quite convincing. That's a neat trick. Not sure where you picked that up, but thank you. I'm sure that'll deter just about anyone looking for trouble here.
I know you're not much of a fighter, so I just want to make sure that you're okay.
I can handle myself. I've taken some combat lessons in my younger years,
Damn,
but
calling it weak.
but I do appreciate the extra coverage. I certainly wouldn't want to lose our coin purse so early into the trip. You do as well. Be careful. I know you probably carry a good deal of gold upon you.
I've got it stashed away somewhere.
Good. Well, in that case, sleep well, and we'll see you at sunrise downstairs. He closes the door back, and you hear a firm click as he locks it back.
Cool.
Okay.
Did we ever go into the room that was behind the bar?
the restaurant?
No. The door was closed to it.
Okay, so like, I know it's a restaurant, but like my character probably has no idea what's back
Your
there
character
yet.
doesn't know.
Okay.
Actually, no. Yelena would have told you that basically during daylight hours, the restaurant is open, but it's just closed right now.
Okay, and Lena as the host, she's a human.
She's the receptionist, yeah. Receptionist slash
Who's the
attendant.
host?
There, she is. I mean, she's also the host.
I just wrote host in our notes, for lack of a better term.
When you listed them out, I thought you said host and receptionist. So I was thinking it was two different people.
No, he said like
Well,
the hotel manager.
There's a
and the
hotel
receptionist.
manager.
Who's that?
That's an elven man that came out and he was about to turn the Kinku away. That's that guy.
Okay.
You
Bless
would have overheard his name as well. His name is Silvio.
Bless you. Silvio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I am not gonna go up just quite yet.
Okay.
I know as Morgan that there is a staff room and a closet, but I want to kind of like investigate this little area and
Sure.
see if is the staff room like a room? Is it like a office?
Do you like go and knock on the door, or
Yeah, why not?
as you approach, you knock on the door, and after a bit of hesitation, you do hear, "I'll be right there." As the door opens, one of our esteemed guests. You see Silvio now greets you.
Silvio. Okay.
What can I help you with this late at night? Is there something you need?
I was just wanted to offer my services to you. I know that there's been a little bit of maybe some burglaries happening.
Ah, yes, Lysandra is one to cause quite a stir. Rest assured, I believe that what she's speaking of is more a misplacement
While
than
I'm
a
doing
theft.
this, I'm trying to like peek into his room.
Peering around, I will say make a sleight of hand check, but you can easily enough see that it is a room. It's got like 2 twin beds. It's not quite as nice as the other rooms, but it appears to be a room for the staff to sleep there overnight.
16.
Okay. He doesn't notice you, and you're sort of
That's-
glancing.
Like a big enough room that like they would all stay.
A big enough room that 2 people can sleep.
Okay.
There's 2 double beds.
Do we know where the fairy stays, or if she stays on site? I guess I'll ask him. Like, where does your bellhop? Does she stay on site?
Finnan doesn't stay on site. They work purely on a commission basis and aren't technically part of the staff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Quite friendly, though.
So they'll be back, I assume, tomorrow morning.
In the morning, yes. Of course.
And then I'll be, okay. Well, I just I do have experience with being a guard. So if you need any help, just let me know.
We'll let you know, but do sleep soundly. Of course, lock your door. Make sure that you're not disturbed. But do sleep knowing that this is probably just a misunderstanding. It's only been a day, and I'm sure Miss Lysandra's jewels will turn up eventually.
Cool. I wanna go look into the closet as well
Okay.
before I go to bed.
The closet's not locked, and as you open, it's a typical sort of janitor
broom
handyman closet. Very shallow, maybe about
Is
5 foot by
anything-
5 foot.
Look out of place.
Make an investigation check.
I'm a glass. Investigation.
Yep.
17.
With your 17, as you sort of pour through the room, you're very careful not to disturb some of the extra bells and twine hanging for the Court of Calling. You move a mop bucket over, and as you rummage through one of the shelves, you hear a cling, 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 cling on the back side of the shelf. And as you sort of turn your head around to inspect what's fallen, you see a metal flask.
I'll like take a sniff and see if it smells similar to what we were drinking in the bar earlier.
It does.
Okay, I'll just put that right back where I found
without
it.
yeah.
Last question: did I see anything in either this closet or in the staff room that, when we ring the bell, where it rings?
The bell rings at the front desk, where and Yelena is
this
there.
The front desk?
Yes. Yelena is there, and there are tons of like little wires just run through half hollowed out pipes.
And that's where
through the
Yelena
ceiling,
is right now.
And they're basically just tied to bells.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, then I'll go up, and I'm going to go to my room, and I'm going to, given my last experience, I'm going to construct a very elaborate system of pulleys.
Booby trap.
Yeah.
Just a bunch
I'm
of
a booby traps.
All right.
And so I want to like, if when you open the door, like all my javelins.
Okay, so I would imagine this is going to take no small amount of knot tying. Make a survival check.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take something from the jar. I'm going to take a 15 for a total of 17.
Remember how I said that the murderer should take all the rolls before we know they're the murderer?
I'm trying not to get murdered.
We have a lot of rolls. I'm just
and we have
messing with
so
you.
many rolls.
You set your elaborate trap, and you as you sort of pluck at the string, it feels taut. It feels like anyone that walks across this tripwire is going to trigger it.
I don't want it to like stab them. I just want it to be like
stop halfway.
Yeah.
You feel pretty confident that the spears will stop before they hurt somebody, but if a really big individual maybe walks through,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. You feel confident.
Okay. And then I would also like to rig it up to like have a string onto my toe. So as I'm sleeping, if they open the door, it pulls my toe.
I thought you were gonna say so you could trigger it, and I was like, how soundly do you sleep as a Goliath?
No!
I don't know about this.
I sleep really soundly, but I want it to like if they open the door, it pulls my toe.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like
you're able to do that.
Okay, great. And then now I'm gonna sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to specify whenever I set up the illusion in Elias's room, I threw the card at the entrance of the door, but I would have had the illusion be a little bit further in and kind of standing like it's watching guard.
Got it.
The illusion just has to be within 30 feet of the card.
So the card isn't visible, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to put the card in an inconspicuous spot and then have the illusion be near enough to where it looks like he's kind of like watching over Elias sleeping in the door. And it says it behaves as if I would, so if anybody enters, it would be like, what are you doing here?
Okay.
You're in the wrong room, or something like that. Yeah.
In that case, I imagine everyone is retiring for the night.
I would like to before.
What traps are you setting?
No traps. But after I go in my room, I want to cast Unseen Servant and just go like doorbell ditch the Kinku and just to like knock on the door and wake him up.
Ditch.
Are you watching to see what happens?
No, I just wanted to wake him up.
Okay. Yep. All right. You do that.
What a rapscallion, you.
Just thought it,
Fair enough.
Just wanted to chuckle before bed.
And as you reminisce about this funny joke, and you chuckle to yourself, you drift off to sleep and rest your weary eyes, all of you, in one of the most comfortable beds that you've been in a long, long time. And as we say goodnight to our adventurers, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere.
Things are about to get crazy. Okay, bye.
Are we gonna make it through?
Terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, One-Eyed Goat 90, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Dravian, Anthony Pace, Drazadi, Memebot 69,000, Crow, Lil Tired, Kyle Kilmer, Saint Ferret, David Gron, Monarchy, Charlie Gardner, Devin Beard, Havoc, Pepito, Landy, Everett McMahon, Moongoose McQueen, Leodos Race, Aria Phoenix, Parazini Videos, Headspace Creations, Jared, SGET, Player Lord, HD Siles, Justin Channels, Popoli Cooper Support, S. Ellis, Havoc 846, Kendall, Curtis Ellis, Random Guy Variety, Tim Haldane, Ian McCart, Carl L, Lars Lonscombe, Alpha B4, Leroy Jenkins, Austin Johnston, Batman, Christopher Denault, Dan Brown, John Dumont, Denty, Ninja King 365, Adverse Flower 95, Brett Gidry, Debigamus, Psych 91, Asura the Mad Berserker, Mecha King Leo, Delake, Pope Corn, Gamer Fur Trash, Logan Cartes, Brick, Indie Bears Fan, ML, Dutton 103, Logan Keller, Spork Saber, Dungeon D-, Simo 7462, Blackuma Black, and David Correa. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Thank you, you're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight! Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships! Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha ha ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session zero and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that?
Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Geramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone.
So I
We're
wake
all
up and I go, who am I supposed to murder? No.
That's why the spider was on your head.
So now that everyone's had a wonderful break, and I hope you all are well rested, we rejoin our adventurers who are trying to get a bit of rest themselves. But In the dead of night, as you dream away your weariness, a fresh wave of adrenaline surges through your body and shoots you awake to the sound of bell ringing. Still half dizzy from your sleep, you stumble towards the chime near the door where it appears your cord of calling is being pulled from the opposite side. Now near to the door, you realize that it isn't just your chime, but multiple, echoing throughout the hallway. You open the door to be greeted by other confused faces, all staring out across the hall towards one door where a small gathering begins to group up.
What door?
Room 209.
I am late
Not
to the
rattle.
party because I had to untie my toe.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's fine.
You're right.
You're like 5 minutes late.
Yeah, so I'll be the
just
last to arrive at the
about it.
party.
Your heart
I'd be the
races
Yeah.
as you rush in and you cautiously step through the crowd in order to glimpse the cause of this commotion.
Now I'm
But
guilty.
In doing so, you are offered no consolation. Instead, you are all greeted with a horrible scene within room 209, where a Yuan Ti in a fancy vest lie motionless on the floor in a pool of blood, a bowler hat clutched in their cold hand.
Cheryl?
Who?
What's a
Yeah,
Yuan-Ti?
yeah, what was that?
A snake person.
Dead on the floor with a bowler hat in their hand?
It was a hat of disguise! That's why he can only rattle!
Oh, shit!
Sam knows this. But
Yeah,
your
because my
does not.
character
It's
had
the fucking bowler hat! You brought it back!
I was very careful not to call it a bowler hat the whole
Oh,
time.
god damn it! So you may not know this. In our first campaign,
Yeah.
Sam's character had a bowler hat.
I was a Luxonon
that
person, and
was-
they didn't exist, so I was like, I need to not stick out, because we're wanted literally everywhere, so yeah.
And so
gave
he
me
had a bowler hat. So all of his character art and everything, it's like this elephant person with a bowler hat.
Yeah.
It's canon in our campaign now.
Where's Rattle?
You see Luciana, if her fur could turn pale, it would be, as she places a hand over her mouth.
Whatever.
This was Rattle. Zoshal in disguise. How did they know? How did they know? And she begins like glancing around the room, looking at anyone who seems even remotely suspicious. The first person her eyes land on is the maintenance man who's standing over the body.
Is everyone here?
That's what I was about to say. I have 2 questions.
Okay.
Is there anybody missing?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Specifically,
Because it's pretty
Can
tight
I
in this
too?
hallway. You're trying to head count. Yeah.
is the elven man in 210 missing? That racist.
I'll take a 12.
Period. I'm gonna take. Wait. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Perception.
Perception.
Thank you. I'm gonna
14.
take a 12 as well. 15.
Okay.
Okay, slay.
With your 12, you see that everyone is accounted for. With your 15, you're looking just a bit.
14.
Sorry.
Hold up.
In that, yeah.
Okay.
15 was the DC. So
Okay.
same
well,
thing.
Okay.
You're looking just a bit earlier than anyone else. It dawns on you not to be mesmerized by this scene and start just taking as many notes as you can. You're looking around and you see arriving just after everyone else is the elven woman and the half-elven man. Both of them appear a bit out of breath, but the half-elven man does not have a shirt on. So
Ooh.
there's that.
Ooh.
You see Drizzle.
Drizzati.
Yeah, you heard. Safety will just kind of glance over at Belfier. And then I'll message Luciana and ask her,
Bestie.
did you know... Fuck that bitch. Did you know... Did you... I have to truly separate that personality.
I know.
Did you know that was Zoshal in disguise?
Make a persuasion
Who
check.
you asked?
That
Luciana.
stupid bitch.
In message.
She said it. She told us.
Yeah, no, but now she knows because he's undisguised.
Yeah, but, like,
did she know
previously.
But she
before?
was saying, how did they know?
You said insight? But who-
Persuasion.
I'm sorry.
Also, did she? Because she might not have.
12.
And just had put it together just now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna take anything.
So, with your 12,
Wayne.
sorry, I'm looking for something.
Yeah, you're looking for a deception,
Who
aren't
told
you?
you that?
No.
About his uncle? Wayne.
Unfortunately, yes, I did know. I was told to keep it a secret. He was worried. I received a message when I reached out with my magic. He said only too much heat, too many eyes, and then the crow caws at midnight. The message was received.
So, you described it, and I was distracted. He's sprawled out. He's got the bowler hat in his hand, but like there's blood on the floor too.
Yes.
Oh.
Does it
So-
look like a stabbing?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I want to start looking to see like what did it. I'm gonna kind of push the maintenance man to the side.
Where's-
He's
is your
sort of
spider here?
he's sobered
Spider's
and
always
drunk
there.
and dumbfounded like all at the same time.
Yeah.
He is just stoically like eyes. You see his hands trembling
so
as he's
Watch
standing.
out, Flint! And I'm gonna kind of push him, but I'm gonna push him like towards a chair. And if he falls,
He
into
stumbles
it, he falls
into it,
Yeah.
and just sort of rocks back. Make a medicine check as you're trying to
Oh,
determine
crap.
cause of death.
Forgot that that's what that is.
Take us up from the chat.
Thank you, chat. This stream is sponsored by our chat.
Literally.
I like sitting next to Sam. I get to see all his
Yeah.
bad dice rolls.
I'm gonna, yeah, that was a third dice. I'm gonna take the 14 for 15 total.
Okay. As you're looking, the cause of death is not immediately identifiable, even though there's blood everywhere. But as you're sort of looking across this snake person's body, you find that there is a gap between the underscales, basically where their neck would be. And as you sort of lift the scale a bit more, of this like deep, like bluish, deep blue like blood sort of pours out.
So I have a weird question. I'm gonna take the bowler hat, and do I see splatter on the underside of the hat from like slicing the neck and then blood kind of
Oh, like
sprays?
if he was wearing
If
it?
he was wearing it, or if they had already sussed out the disguise, basically, is kind of what I'm trying to. I wouldn't know that the bowler hat does it. Never mind. I wouldn't know that the bowler hat's the thing that gives him disguise. Never mind.
I'll allow you to make an Arcana check.
You can see if he was wearing the hat.
Yeah, I mean, you'd still.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
I
care
don't think
if he was
that's
wearing the hat.
that's
Yeah,
too
that's
meta
fair.
because I do think you would have noticed that multiple times I mentioned the crow was like not taking his hat off. He was tipping, but like holding on to the hat constantly.
What time is it?
10.
It's
22.
oh no in game.
I was like, I have the time.
My bad.
It would be about 12:30 at this point.
So
I got a. I'm sorry.
No. You,
Half
I was
past midnight.
gonna say I got a 10 on the Arcana.
You feel like the hat's important, but you're not entirely sure if that's part of it or if.
Yeah.
But as you inspect the hat itself, you do see that there is blood spatter on the underside of it, but there's also a good amount of blood on the top, like he
Yeah.
fell into the. Yeah.
can I like? I mean, I don't know if I'm in the room or if I can like just see fully into the room.
At this point,
or
like everyone,
are we kind of in there?
everyone's
or?
in the room aside from the guests. Most of the guests are staying in the hallway, and you hear some whispers between a few of them, just sort of like shocked and amazement.
So
Lysandra's here.
am I a guest or am I like in?
You're in the room, yes.
Because I just want to like, while Morber's like kind of investigating the body, I just want to look at the room. I mean, I wasn't in there before, but like, what looks? Does anything look like different
You
or
sure
like?
you weren't in there?
Make an investigation check.
I just want to see like try to figure out. motive.
Because as you look, even at a glance, you can see that these rooms are all the same.
I'm kind of wanting to like suss out like, is there something missing now or
Right.
whatever a motive could have been. You said investigation.
Mm-hmm.
She always comes to you.
19.
She
Okay,
loves
so
you.
looking out across the
She
room, you
loves
don't
it.
see anything out of place, and you're sure of that. But because you rolled so well on your investigation, I will also afford you an insight check.
Got to roll good on two things.
Good luck.
The DC is a little lower, but
18.
hell yeah.
Nice.
You're no stranger to crime at this point. You've
You
seen
can say that again.
you've seen a king stabbed through the back.
I am crime.
If you weren't sus before, you are now.
Because I got my wealth into family.
Not like that. No. I'm definitely not the murderer.
Your mind drifts back to the last murder that you were privy to. A king stabbed in the back by a butler that knew him, someone that probably didn't want to face him. You begin to gather that every wound, every mark tells a story. And when you see that this Yuan Ti's throat is slit, you feel like the motive might have been to silence them.
That rattle.
In the last time, I remember we kind of like pieced
Death
together.
rattle.
I remember we kind of pieced together the weapons and all
That's
that
the
stuff. There was obsidian weapons in the last session, right?
Yes. There was an obsidian short sword.
So while I'm like looking
Well, a
at
dagger, that
yeah,
was
while I'm
basically.
like looking at his body, making sure he's good, I'm gonna be like glancing around at everyone too, and just see if I see any kind of obsidian weapons on anybody's person.
Okay. Make a perception check for this one. I like that you like reveal.
Yeah, well, I have the map, and so perception. That's an 18.
You see, in particular, across everyone here, only a few individuals are brandishing weapons. Elias has a weapon. It is, of course, sheathed at his side.
He can take care of himself.
Luciana has several weapons, most of them hidden, and most of them you know about. Of course, your fellow party members all have weapons. And then, in particular, you do see the half-elven man, whose name you haven't gotten yet, but the one staying with Lady Valeria, does have a weapon, basically strapped across his barren chest.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up and say, his throat was definitely slit. And then I'm gonna kind of make my way back into like the crowd of people.
So the bowler hat, does it also disguise anyone who wears it, or was it just Zoshal?
Well, your character may not know, but if you wanted to do an Arcana check, you may be able to glean that information. Yeah.
And you'll add. I said not 20.
Hell yeah!
Wow!
Nice.
I was gonna say you can add something, but I said not 20.
In your line of work, you've had to take the form of other people before, potentially.
Being a goblin with red hair, you definitely stick out.
Yeah. And so, knowing that this Kinku was indeed Zoshal transformed, and knowing what sort of items Zoshal used to carry in their shop, a lot of them were smoke and mirrors, but some of them were good. And you think that this hat must allow them to don a disguise. And based on your understanding of magic items, that should work for anyone, although it may require attunement, potentially.
Barbara, did you know that this was Zoshal?
No.
Okay.
I would not have made the fake rattle if I did.
Okay, that makes sense. I
So-
do want to insight check you though.
I
So
want-
I'm gonna roll
So you're-
insight,
The way this works is you're going to roll either persuasion or deception,
but
No,
don't tell us.
but
I
don't
wanna,
tell
like,
us
tell
which.
you
It's
if
based
you're-
on if you're
Like,
lying or
more
telling
Yeah.
the truth. You just tell us the number.
Just point it out.
Ugh, I don't think it matters. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You believe him?
I believe her.
Yeah,
I believe Barbara.
seems honest.
I'd like to just
Believable
point out
Barbara.
to Morbor that it's that I don't think the half-elven man and Lady Valeria were winded from extracurricular activities, because who does that with their shirt off but a sword strapped to their chest?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but like it just seems
Yeah,
a little sus.
I agree. And then I'm gonna kind of make my way over to them, and I'm gonna say to the half-elven man, I don't know if we've been acquainted.
No, my good man, we have not. But I have admired you from afar.
Okay, well,
Oh,
okay.
I'm mainly over here because I see that you are armed, and there is a murderer among us.
There
So
has
we might
been a
need your help
murder,
fighting.
so
Are you skilled, or is that just for a deterrent?
My good friend, it's mostly for show, I must admit, but if I need, he draws his blade, which is a short sword, and twists it in his hand.
Not
It-
obsidian.
You see its silver glint in the moonlight.
Who is
That's
this?
what I wanted to see.
half
half-elf.
elven man.
Okay.
As
Boy
it wraps
toy.
around the side, he says, I can't handle myself.
Good. And what was your name?
My name is, it's like if I don't say the names, I don't remember them. I'm Marcellus. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, friend.
Yours as well. I'm Morber.
Come by this stuff a lot more.
In my line of work, you tend to see some nasty things.
I've never seen a body. Not a dead one. It's unsettling, to say the least.
It is.
Certainly settles one's libido.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Morber's like,
Jesus, all right, dude.
I don't even know, man. This is horny at a time like this, I guess.
Yeah, as he's speaking this, the elven woman does lean in and speak to you. I think I overheard that one in the room. She's got a really distinct accent.
Who?
We were taking a break and she points out to Luciana.
I see. Okay. What were they saying?
We couldn't hear. Just you can hear the trill of a voice through a wall, especially when your senses are heightened.
I want to insight check. I want to insight check that she heard Luciana in the room.
Okay.
That's pretty good. What do I have my plus in insight? Oh, 19.
You get the sense that she is telling a half-truth.
Like,
That she knew Luciana was in there, but not because of the sound.
And you said you heard Luciana? I haven't been able to hear anything through the doors or walls or anything. Hell, I couldn't even hear everyone's bells until I was at the door.
Please, keep your voice down. Don't want to know that we might be suspecting her.
Who
But
are you
yes.
talking to again? The
I'm the elf lady, yeah.
I'm practically a permanent resident here, and, well, I've learned to listen for what goings on may be occurring a room over, down the hall, so to speak.
You'd have to have pretty good ears for that. So I'm going to ask you again. How
High
did you
point.
know that she was in there?
I heard her through the wall. What else do you want me to say?
Don't lie to me. Or you'll be the prime suspect in this.
Make an intimidation check.
So she is telling you she heard Luciana in the
Yeah.
Kenku's room.
Yes.
I would like to cast Detect Magic whenever you have a moment.
Okay. Ritual.
Nope.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic, and you do pick up on
I'll ignore
a few
the bowler
things.
hat.
You pick up on magic on the hat, obviously.
Yep.
Magic on the cards. You pick up on magic on the Rolodex that Luciana has. And you do pick up that the sword that is being wielded by Marcellus is magical.
What school?
Illusion.
You would also.
And my eye is also
My
magical.
sword is
Oh,
also
right.
magical.
That's true.
The eye under the eye patch. 18 on my intimidation check.
I need to check something. Okay. She turns to you. I don't like what you're implying. You're new here. You should know that I'm reputable. I'm
And you
practically a
also-
staff member.
Yes, and you and your friend here, didn't take too kindly to a Kinku staying in this
Why
place.
are you wasting your time on me when there are other suspects present?
I'll get to them, but you approached me while I was talking to your boyfriend here.
Thought it was
So I
helping.
guess I'll start with you. Why do you know? If we're gonna accuse her, we need to know for certain, other than I kind of maybe heard her a little bit through the walls while we were maybe pausing between having loud sex. Like,
well,
that's a lot
perhaps
of...
you should talk to her. Ask her what she was doing in the room. See how she answers.
I need some proof. You hearing her is not much.
You, she points to Luciana. I heard you in the room next door. What were you doing with that bird in there? Luciana, I'm not sure what you heard, but I was nowhere near this room. My room is on the other side of the hall. There's no way I would have been here.
I am
make an insight check.
I am next to Luciana's room. I purposely picked the room next to her.
I was gonna pick it
So
too if you didn't.
I don't know if, given my elaborate set of traps and sleeping with things on my toe, I don't know if I would have heard. But is it possible I would have heard Luciana leave her room had she left her room?
I'll say
It's like a stretch. I
make a
know.
perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, it's a stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, would I have
And the
heard
DC is
anything?
also very high.
Because I'm next to their room,
To Rattle's
and I
room?
trance, and you stay conscious during trance.
I'll let you roll a perception check. Again, it'll be straight roll for this
Yeah.
one. However, I will tell you the DC is very high.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think my 4 makes it.
Also,
Yeah, my insight was a 10.
Okay.
Also what then?
I was gonna say, you guys don't know this, but
20?
I
For a total of
Nat 20. What was it again?
perception.
23. Yes.
Okay. You heard.
27.
Oh, holy crap!
Sorry.
he took something from the chat.
Oh,
We had a +4, and I was like, boom.
yeah. Before you knew. So you would have heard. Which room are you staying in?
Right next to
208.
208. Because
you're
of your
next.
proximity, and because you rolled so well,
Get fucked.
you would have heard
Luciana.
someone coming down the hall, walking across your room, but you also would have heard. We'll say this: you woke up before your bell started chiming because you heard a different bell chiming. The bell next door
Which next door?
in 209.
So you heard rattles.
Immediately after hearing the bell, you heard footsteps rushing out of the door. You heard talking down the way, and then that's when you emerged.
Oh, that's when everybody else's bells started?
Mm-hmm. Even with your perception, I will say you aren't sure who you heard, but you heard distinctly someone with light footsteps going past your door. Someone heavily rushing out immediately after you heard the bell begin ringing. And then you heard voices down the hall.
Down the hall on the other side of
On
his
the other
room?
side of the door.
Okay.
It sounded like it was at a distance, but yeah.
So near the suite.
So whenever... so you said the footsteps. Did I
Mhm.
hear them coming from... Going...
They
from
walked
20
across your door, and it was going from left to right.
Like
So
207 to
towards
209.
209.
Okay.
Barbara Streisand is on that side with that spider.
I will...
As you all are sort of piecing things together,
Yeah.
Yelena sort of steps up and sort of shakes her head as she snaps to her senses. I think you all should know. I came up to service a call from upstairs. The bell was ringing for 210, but there was also a call from 209. And when I met Flint on the way, I just asked him to service 209. I saw him and the Kinku talking a little bit earlier and thought they might be friends.
Wait. So the bell system...
You can ring it both ways.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
bells
but-
attached to either end of the string.
Yeah, but in other words... Like, if I'm in the room and I'm pulling the string...
It
the
rings
bells-
downstairs.
It rings in your room and downstairs.
It rings in the room and downstairs
Yeah.
if you're in the room pulling the string?
Yeah,
No.
the bells are all attached to the same string, so it rings regardless.
So you
It's
can't
like
tell who-
tactile.
Yeah, I saw you were
feedback.
trying to piecing together that
Yeah.
someone was ringing his room, but it could have equally as been that he was ringing somebody's
I'd like to
room.
go.
So I wanted to make sure I said that because I don't think Flint's in any position to speak for himself, but I know the man. He's a good man, and I don't think he had anything to do with this. He's the one that called for us. He's the one that rang the bell and asked for Silvio downstairs to ring the rest of them and wake you. Just wanted to make sure that was known.
So there were 3 calls that came from 209.
So he walked in the room.
3 calls.
Go ahead, sorry.
So he heard a bell from 209.
Yeah.
And at the same time, apparently there was one from 210.
Well,
Yes.
actually, 209 did ring first.
Right, but around that same
210,
time.
a
and
little
then
after.
On your way up, you sent
Flint.
to 209, and he rang the bell again.
No.
Flint came out and basically shouted down to Silvio
Okay.
to ring the rest of the
Okay,
bells.
okay, that's where I was confused. Okay, you were about to use.
I wanted to question Flint. Oh, I would like to.
Okay.
I'm
We
with
see
you.
him sat down in shock,
Hmm.
you know.
What did you? Well, I guess I don't know how I want to ask it, but I don't trust this guy. I guess just like, what did you initially see whenever you went in? Was he still alive?
I opened the door with the spare key, and it was actually already unlocked. I was expecting the Kinku, and there's someone else. I saw blood. I don't know how to fix that, and so I called for help, and that's all I know. I swear.
Who would have an extra key? Because I heard the Kinku's door lock before I went to bed.
To my knowledge, it's really just the front desk that has spare keys, and I think Silvio has a master key.
And
Is Silvio up here?
He kind of looks out to the edge of the room where Silvio. You still have that key on you? And he lifts it. Never comes off my neck.
you said there's keys at the front desk. Are they left there, or is it like with the front desk, like attendant?
It's hidden in the front desk. It's not something you know to get unless you know that.
Unless you're a regular.
Can we have everyone who's supposed to have a key try it on the door right now?
Sure.
Make sure they're actually
He
your key.
stands up and walks over to the door, sort of
No
tiptoeing
one
around
stole
the
your
the
key. I
blood.
mean, you said it was unlocked. You had no reason to really try.
Yeah, with the door open, he uses his key to unlock it. This is the front desk's key. So Silvio walks across, takes his key off, opens it up. It takes a little bit more jostling because it is a master key, but it does unlock the door.
Okay.
Or sorry,
It
lock
locks
it.
it, unlock, yeah.
Only I knew speak the dead.
Yeah.
That would be very convenient in a murder mystery.
Safety will kind of go. There's. My nerves are shot right now. I'll be right back. I'll be back. I'm gonna go.
There he goes again.
The minute he says that, I'm following him. I am not leaving this man alone again.
Okay. Are you doing it stealthily?
I wasn't the killer the last time.
I don't care. You left. We almost lost because we didn't have all our people.
So I'd like to pull your character back, or at least touch your shoulder,
Yeah.
and then send the spider after your character.
Okay. What I have noticed.
I'm gonna still follow. I'm gonna
I just
say
rolled another nat 20, so I saw you following me.
No.
I'm not trying to be sneaky.
I'll message you and say, no, I need you to keep a watch and make sure everybody stays together. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay, he'll stay.
Okay.
You can still send the spider. I don't know about that. I would like to go to the bar, pour shots for everyone,
Okay.
and put truth serum in all of the shots.
Okay.
And
You're able to do that easily enough.
I'll bring them back up the stairs and
Goose goes poison.
and
Poison for
basically
Cusco.
I'll walk upstairs taking a shot and go, oh, I just need something to calm my nerves right now. I just need something to calm my
Did you
nerves
put
right
truth
now.
serum in yours?
And then I'll kind of
I know I won't know that, but
yeah.
yeah.
And
Tell me that.
I'll offer sorry guys, I'm panicking right now. I don't know what to do. Does anybody want any?
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna roll insight checks individually for each person. I'll have you roll one
I took
persuasion or deception check.
Oh, come on, baby.
Yeah, let's see what you get.
This is worth taking the 18 in the chat if you need it.
Yeah.
21.
Okay. So first we're gonna roll for Valeria.
We'll just do 20. Yeah.
20 total.
Yes.
Okay. Valeria, my bus has worn off and I could use a drink. She slams it back as she sort of shiver runs down her spine as she sort of arches her back. Marcellus next.
Is there enough for like our party too, right?
I put it in every
Yeah.
every
Yeah,
shot.
I took
Morber's
going
gonna
to
take one because he failed his insight check.
I mean, I don't even
Marcellus
think I would
looks
roll
to you.
one.
He's, despite appearances, I don't partake. Thanks though.
Oh, drink it.
You move on to Yelena. She's going to take it. She slams it back. Move on to... let me just go down the list here.
There's only one.
While everyone's kind of like
taking
watching
it?
safety, I would like to cast
You can
a
decide.
spell on myself.
Okay.
Just kind of like while no one's looking, while everyone's kind of deciding what to do about the drinks.
Okay.
Just-
Are you trying to do it slyly?
Yeah, I mean, while no one's really looking, but it's Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
So it just looks a little frosty.
Make a sleight of hand check. Low DC since no one's looking. You're right. But you actually,
Oh.
as you pass a drink to Finnan, you were surprised.
That Finnan's
Wait,
there.
Finnan's there?
Yeah.
Everyone is there. No one is missing. Finnan. Oh, thanks. I'll take that. It's a big one for me, but
What time? What time did you get here?
Oh, and as he begins to answer you, the Dragonborn from behind him is, I've been meaning to have a word with you, you dirty thief. Where were you hiding? I knew you took that liquor.
Look, calm down here, and I'll like go to hand him a shot.
He slams it back as well. That stuff's been missing every time you sleep in the garden. And I try not to say anything. I try. I know maybe you don't have such a nice place to stay. But that's good stuff, damn it. And he I'm sorry, I didn't know it was the good stuff. I just wanted a little drink. Put myself to sleep. It's hard to fall asleep on a leaf. And even someone as small as me, it's not a whole lot of room.
So you were sleeping in the garden?
Yeah. Usually I'll take one of the spare bedrooms, but we were full, so I didn't want to make anyone feel bad.
Where'd you sleep in the garden?
Are you allowed?
We hung out there
you
for a
guys
little while.
let them in the spare rooms?
How do you get in?
I can shrink myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So were you in there last night? Did you? We have truth serum. I don't know that it's truth serum, but I.
Yeah, nobody would know.
Oh, I'm trying not to metagame.
I will say everyone except for Elias actually takes the truth serum from that point on.
Luciana does too.
Luciana does too. Get fucked. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Have you ever stabbed anyone? Were they a nice person?
Who was the last Dragonborn you saw?
Where'd you
The bartender, right there. The bartender.
So what was your question? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm trying to decide because I, as Morgan, know that there's truth serum, but I, as my character, don't.
Right.
Sorry.
So I asked the Finnan where they slept. They slept in the garden. Did you go up to Kenku's room? Who is that? What?
Rattle?
Zoshal. Did you go up to Zoshal's room?
No. I didn't go into anyone's room. I went straight to the garden, into the tallest tree, and I slept there. I stayed there.
Why did you choose the tallest tree?
Well, I just like to be out of everyone's way, and it does feel like something I'm not supposed to be doing. Oh, but I did wake up for a bit. I didn't see anyone, but I heard somebody rustling around. I figured somebody had too much to drink, or maybe they were just looking for something they lost, and I went back to sleep.
Who did you see?
I didn't see anyone.
Oh, okay.
I just heard rustling.
So did the bells ringing wake you up?
Yeah, and the shouting from Flint. Mostly the shouting.
Did all of
And-
you take the truth serum?
And you swear you heard Luciana in here?
Turning to Valeria.
Yeah.
I absolutely promise that I knew Luciana was in the room. I didn't hear her so much as see her. I peeked my head out and saw her enter the room.
How does Marcellus look when she says that?
Make an insight check.
So Lady Valeria went, peeked out of her room and saw
Luciana entering.
Luciana. What do you have to say for yourself?
All I have to say is that you know why we're here. I thought we were working together. I went to see Zoshal, as I was called to do. He told me not to bring anyone. He told me there were too many eyes. I was going to tell you in the morning.
Was he alive when you went?
They're dirty.
Yes. We spoke. Although I worry about saying this out loud. Now everyone has hurt me. I may be the next target.
Dirty 20 on my insight.
Okay. Marcellus is surprised that she revealed that information.
But not like worried or frightened or anything. Basically not like, oh shit, secret's getting out.
He's got a very cool demeanor about him. But you see his even keel look slip for a moment. He does give a shock of worry.
And you were with her?
Of course. I wouldn't leave her side for an instant.
And you saw?
We've been together every moment since we met.
Lady Valeria, after you peeked your head out and you saw Luciana enter, what happened next? Did you go back into your room? Did Marcellus leave at any point?
I went back into my room. I thought it was suspicious, and I wanted to make sure I could tell the right people.
Is that why you rang your bell?
I rang my bell because I heard another bell ringing. I was worried.
So while all of this is going on,
Was No, I'm sorry.
No. Yep.
I just want to know if Marcellus was with her when she rang the bell.
Yeah, I don't think he left the room, is what it sounds like she's saying.
That's what I just want to double check.
Marcellus chimes in. Of course I was with her.
I want to hear from her.
Marcellus was not with me at the moment. No. Not at that time.
I actually wanted to take advantage of all of us being under. Well, actually, wait, I can't. Because I don't know that we're under truth serum, but I wanted to ask safety. That I heard a rumor before we got here about you not actually being part of the Azarath family tree. So, I want to know what's up with that. Why are you lying to us?
I am not lying.
You took truth.
He might not have put it in his own.
Yeah, he's not going to tell us
that. Sneaky.
Spider would have seen it.
Spider would have seen it.
Did you put truth serum in your own?
Spider did follow.
Yeah. No, I put truth serum in all of them.
Okay.
Am I not part of the Azarath family?
I thought you weren't, but it's fine if you are.
It's just a rumor.
It's just a rumor. They could be false or true.
Having an identity crisis. Or maybe you're so deep that you really do believe that is the truth now.
We'll circle back to that. That's
Full
less
method
important
acting,
than
yeah.
the matter at hand.
I,
But
as Morgan, am very concerned as to why you are not concerned that Barbara did not take truth serum. But I can't ask that.
Oh, I mean, I did. I did clock it.
I hate knowing things as not my character.
I'll look over at Marcellus and go. So not to intrude on your personal business, but at this point, who cares? What kind of magic is your sword equipped with? It's illusion for sure. What kind of illusion?
At this point, Morber's gonna put himself between Luciana and Marcellus.
So,
Not subtly whatsoever.
We're about to have to roll fucking initiative.
As the music.
Marcellus-
gets queued up.
Yeah.
pulls his blade up in front of his face, its silver sheen glistening in the moonlight. Please, I don't want to use this if I don't have to, he remarks, brandishing his steel. But just for a moment, his gaze is cast beyond you as a white light fills the room. Marcellus dives to the side as Valeria arcs a bolt of lightning towards your party. Only when he regains his footing does his demeanor change, as does the metal of his blade, tinting into a pitch
Obsidian.
black
Oh,
Fucking obsidian!
behind the fading silver illusion.
right.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Wait, Valeria shot
the-
lightning at him and missed, or shot lightning at us?
At us.
I'll have you make an insight check for that.
I rolled a 12 on my insight to see if she was shooting at us or if she shot at him and missed.
You're in a narrow hallway.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Fair.
It would have hit him if he hadn't dodged. You can tell that much.
Yeah.
So at a narrow hallway, you say. Be a shame if somebody
So
had
that's
a
what we
Had a
used to
fire-
level
Fireball.
3 spell roll tattoo.
Or a or a level
We have
3
so
lightning
many of
bolt that
these,
is
and we
going
just use
to
them
come
for
at you
the
guys.
video.
Oh shit!
But I either use that or Caleb.
All right. Look, y'all, I gotta do it. You know.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said it's a narrow hallway. Be a shame if somebody had a level 3
Fireball.
spell roll tattoo.
Oh.
Fireball.
Okay, so Moriber, what did you roll for initiative?
16.
16. Nice. Belfier,
2.
2.
Not so nice.
Yep.
Safety,
This one's being retarded.
I'm 12.
12.
Yeah.
Do you know what
2.
2?
No. 13.
13.
Belfier was a 2.
Yeah. And Barbara, what'd you get?
9.
A 9. Got it.
9.
What did
Okay.
you
16.
get? No, period.
So, based on the positioning, Barbara, did you place yours as well? Where are you?
Yeah.
Are you here?
Oh,
No.
You're in the room?
No,
Got it.
God,
Hide
wait.
behind the door.
You
Great.
can't see it, can you?
In that case, Sir Navoy and Safety, I need both of you to make dex save.
Okay. 15.
Do I have advantage on that?
As long as you can see them.
I don't know. Do you?
It was
Yeah,
worth a
cover
shot
line of sight.
asking.
No.
Second GM rules.
Second GM rules, I do. That's a 6.
Thanks to our good friend Havoc, I almost have enough dice in my hand to roll the damage that you're going to take.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah.
Actually, you do save, so you're going to take half of this.
Okay.
I don't.
I just want to roll all.
Oh no.
How many? I have 20 hit points.
Not anymore.
I have a potion of healing.
Alex is like, these aren't your permanent characters. I can kill these.
Oh, dude, we go hard. We go hard in the side campaigns.
You good, Freddie?
No, Morgan's YouTube, the chat disconnected.
Because I
and
closed
I was
my
like,
computer for a second.
yeah, but I just saw it pop up and I was like,
So it is 35 total damage. So you'll have that
Would I
if
have
you
had
saved.
a chance to rage?
I will say this time, yes,
Okay.
because you definitely felt this combat.
Oh, I
coming
didn't take
on.
the kind that gives me.
Resistance to that damage.
Well, it's lightning damage.
I don't have resistance to it.
You have resistance to all damage except for psychic when you're raging.
That's only that certain
Oh, the
type
bear
of barbarian.
totem. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't take that one.
Okay, well then you're going to take 35 damage as lightning courses down the hallway, illuminating the entire area. It actually casts odd shadows on the walls, reminding you of the last time you were in such a combat. That is going to be Valeria's turn as we now move to Marcellus.
Where is she?
Dude, he rolled. She's a tall
right
one.
there. She had a 20, he rolled an 18.
Okay.
Damn, man.
Look at me towering over them.
He is going to rush
Get
in
wrecked,
on you,
man.
Moriber.
Come at me, bruh.
Yep. And through the doorway, he's going to make.
Is this you, Sam?
yeah.
And then who's this?
Me.
Okay. Is Luciana in here?
Yes, but Alex said he
She's
wasn't gonna
not
place her.
fighting.
In
Okay.
spirit.
Got it.
He's going to make 2 attacks on you.
This is Barbara. Where are
Okie
you?
dokie.
Behind you.
Behind me.
Does a 14 hit.
No.
They're both low. So he actually misses as he swings his blade. one side holding the blade normally, and as he finishes his swing, he actually catches it with the second hand and draws it back across.
And you see Morbur's, what's his weapon? It's his warhammer manifest out of air to stop the first attack, and then a shield to stop the second.
Hell yeah!
As he's like,
Well, flavorfully enough,
Can't
it
come
is.
after me.
It is now your turn. What would you like to do, Sir Navoy? You're on deck.
Aye.
So, darkness, right?
You can do it.
I'm not yet.
Damn, I can't
I'm
see
not
in the
yet.
dark.
Because I can't put it in a spot that I want to put it. So, I'm just going to make an attack.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Well, it's got to be magical
you're-
dark vision.
you're-
Yeah, you got to see. It's not dark vision. It's magical darkness.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
why it
It's
really
special.
sucks.
You got to have blind sight, devil sight, or true sight. I
18?
believe, or
What
tremor
is
sense.
Devil sight.
Devil sight's what I got.
Devil sight is
Correct.
basically blind sight that lets you see through magical darkness.
I see.
18 to hit.
18 does hit. Yes.
Sweet.
Like a pool.
And then that is
It is, yeah.
that.
Each target creature of your choice.
Max damage. 8 plus 4 is
12.
Okay.
12 bludgeoning, I think is what it is.
As you bring your
Oh, I didn't see all these dice.
your warhammer in to bear, you have to swing at a certain angle through the doorway to get enough momentum. And knowing the direction of the strike, you get the sense that Marcellus might have been lying to you, as he does. At the last moment, bring his arm up and lessen some of the blow. He's going to use his reaction for uncanny dodge. He's going to take half of that. So 4 damage, I believe. All right.
We have another 19.
No,
in the
12?
chat.
It was 12 damage.
12.
So 6.
So then,
6. Yeah.
got it.
So
I'll
I
give an
rolled
extra
an
2.
8, Yeah.
A 6.
I thought it was 8 total. Anything else?
Bonus actions. I have 2 weapon fighting, but I can't do that because I just have the weapon and the shield. Oh. Could I have hexed him before that?
I would allow it.
+2 damage rolls, so he takes an extra 1 if he lessened it because it's
Yeah.
+2 half.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Moving on from your turn, we now have Sir Navoy. Safety, you're on deck. What are you doing as this lightning bolt courses through you, but you stay standing stoically, ready to counterattack?
So I raged on my last one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna rush up on her.
Okay.
Does she like transform or anything?
No, she's still in her same elegant nightgown. Although her hair is quite frazzled, it was before, but now even more so as electricity sort of crackles around her
Cool.
crown of wayward hair strands.
I'm reckless attacking on her.
Okay, hell yeah, you are.
I have another D8 real quick.
We need them. If you guys can see these life totals that I can see.
Boom. My God.
What'd you roll?
Great.
A crate?
Not great.
Not great.
Oh. I thought you were going to say a crit roll. Yeah.
I was like,
I'm gonna
oh,
take
cool.
the 5, so I use my reaction. So 7 + 6 + 5, so 14 + 18.
To hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah.
As you rush in on this this frazzled caster, who is quite frankly surprised that you didn't go down off of that lightning bolt. She brings her arms up, just ready for whatever comes next. But you know all too well that arms are not going to defend
so
against
that
what
was
you have.
12 points
Okay.
of slashing damage. And
So you bring your blade down upon her. She dodges to the side, but you cut down her arm and slice a large. You cleave into it.
real
basically.
quick, this would have happened before, but I'm gonna flavor it as it's happening now.
Yeah.
I have a cursed weapon, so I have to make a wisdom save when I take damage. And if I
Oh,
don't
right.
save this, then I would have attacked him.
Why?
Because on a failed save, I must attack the creature that damaged me until I drop to 0
The
hit
creature that
points or-
damaged you was her.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
She cast
So
lightning bolt on you.
if I fail this, I can only
Attack her.
attack her until one of us drops to 0 hit points.
Got it.
Great. And I think I fail it.
Something tells me you wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, I did take a cursed weapon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I failed.
Okay.
So I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stand there after swinging your blade at her, carving off some of her casting arm as she pulls it back and clutches it in her other. She actually is you see her wide-eyed and frantic in a way that you haven't as of yet.
Yeah, she also has advantage on me.
Yep. Well, melee attacks, I believe. Anyway, safety. It is now your go. Barbara, you're on deck.
So,
And I'm unintentionally blocking the door. I thought I would go for them.
Oh, shit.
yeah, I think there's really only one thing I'm gonna do.
Real quick, Alexandre is in the chat. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, he was
I
in
have
earlier,
seen
too.
I have seen this guy watching through all of our stuff. He's a really
yeah.
good friend. So glad that you catch one of our live streams. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good time.
Enjoy it. We're all gonna die.
Yeah. TBK.
We're all gonna die.
It could happen.
Happy Pride Month.
I mean, I got full health. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Well,
I have 3
there's
hit
more where that
points.
came from.
I am going to launch Jim's magic missile.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot all 3 of them at Marcellus.
Okay.
Marcellus, whatever.
2 more damage to her.
Okay.
I'm raging.
At Marcellus?
Yeah. No, at her.
No, I know. I'm talking to.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Does a 16 hit?
Well, you don't have to roll for magic missile. It auto hits.
That's
many-
the
how
good
many-
thing about
Yeah,
magic
missile
missile.
just hits.
How many are you firing?
Yeah, that +4's already.
It's Jim's magic missile.
Is it different?
It has a +5 in the hit DC.
Let me double check.
I'm
I'm
reading
pretty sure it's the same. It's just the named spell. But
You create 3 twisting, whistling, hypoallergenic, gluten-free darts of magic force. That's what this
Gluten-free.
says. Gluten-free, hypoallergenic.
Yeah, make a ranged spell
Wait,
attack
so it's
for
not
each
vegan?
missile.
oh, they do more damage.
Yes. Yeah.
Got
yeah.
it. Okay. Yeah.
So the first
and-
one is a 16.
16 on Marcellus does hit.
Okay.
Yes.
The second one is 13.
That does not hit.
And even worse. Okay, so just one of them hits them.
You fire your magic missiles across the room, trying to aim for a gap between Morber and the door frame. And as you fire, the first one catches Marcellus unawares as it pins his shoulder, but he instinctively brings his blade up and parries the other 2 into the wall.
He will at least take 8 damage.
Okay, nice.
As Morbor just laughs at him.
All right.
Having to fend off attacks from 2 sides.
There's still more with that.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Lucky.
Never mind.
Yeah, you forgot you have the lucky feet.
Yeah, and it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
You can use both your luck points if you want.
I have 3. I don't
Or
know
all
if I
3,
should
yeah.
use all
You
of
can
them
blow all of them.
necessarily.
We're going to move on from safety's turn now to Barbara. It is your go. What are you doing?
I would like to use my ray of enfeeblement
Okay.
on our tall friend who cannot get through the doorway.
Okay, yeah. you can't quite make it. What's the save on that? Is that con or wisdom?
It should say next to the spell in your list.
Forgot I have advantage.
Like a
on
whiz.
I can find it. Let's see. It's
And I did
On a
ask.
hit, the target deals
If I
only
had
half
advantage.
damage with a weapon that uses.
And I do
Oh,
have
is it
ends.
it's a
roll to
hit
hit?
spell?
Yeah.
Does it have like a
Read
plus
that.
number?
Yeah.
So you should.
So you're gonna roll to hit on this.
Okay, 20.
And you're gonna
D20. And
D20
Yeah.
and you're gonna add your spell attack modifier.
should
which,
be at the top of your spell list.
Okay.
The spell attack modifier.
It's not called that. It's just called, it's just spell
attack. Yeah.
The only reason I always get confused whenever it's called spell attack modifier is because there's modifier, then spell attack.
I
Are
can
you
also reverse
using
engineer
D&D
it.
Beyond, right?
No.
I did.
Well, she has like a character sheet.
She used it to
Oh.
build.
I did. But
Um,
I did not use it for the spell.
What class are you?
She's a warlock as well. Oops, all warlocks.
Oops, all warlocks.
All warlocks.
Level.
It's charisma based, right?
Yeah.
What's the roll on the die, real quick, while you guys figure that out?
7.
A 7. pretty sure even with your modifier, that's not going to hit.
That's fair.
In the future, your modifier should be your charisma modifier plus your proficiency.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Which I think your proficiencies are 3 right now?
2.
2 still. Okay. Yeah, so as you fire this sickly ray of dark energy, once again, his eyes are already trained into the room, and he swats it aside with his obsidian blade. As it connects, you actually see some of that energy begin to swirl in the dark of the obsidian.
No.
Your character may not have been made aware of this, but obsidian is very easy to enchant, so might be very susceptible to magics. As we move from there, it is not Valeria's turn, but instead, Zoshal's.
Hey, remember when I asked you if I had advantage on dex saves?
Yes.
I did.
Okay, well, re-roll it.
No, it's
roll,
okay.
roll a new one.
No, it's too late now.
I'm fine with you re-rolling
thought
it,
it was
but
funny.
okay.
No, because that takes like 35 damage away from me.
Well, half of that.
It would half it.
Yeah.
What's the save?
It saves.
Okay.
That's a 20.
So you roll up on the
Half
half
of 35.
and heal yourself that much.
Heal yourself
35
17.
divided by 2. I'll heal 17.
Okay.
Are you really cool with that?
Yeah, I'm absolutely cool with that. That's what would have happened.
I have to.
Your character has these abilities, so I'm fine with it.
You would heal 18.
The only time, for
35's the
for
odd
reference,
number.
the only time I'm not okay with that kind of thing is when
Only
it causes a complete shift in the way the battle has gone. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah.
You just have more hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So Zoshal's body stands up limply as it slithers on its hind, and it's going to lash out at advantage against Morber.
That's a zombie.
It's a zombie.
That's a zombie.
That right there, I seen that. That's a zombie. I know what that is.
That's my purse.
Sorry, chat.
I don't know you.
Does a does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay. Jeez, these dice. Does a 10 hit?
No.
One more.
3 hits? 3
Yep.
attacks? Dang.
Okay. It's a 9. And does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay. You're going to take a 3 points of slashing damage.
He takes 10 back.
All right.
From my armor of Agathis. As icy spikes shoot back after him.
As Zashal lunges in with a bite, you move out of the way just in time as another claw follows where you just were. Pinned against the wall, you have nowhere to go, and you take the brunt of the second claw attack coming in. But as it connects, the shards of ice on your armor lynch out and stab into the zombie in front of you. They take quite a bit of damage. Is it piercing damage? Is it cold damage?
It's cold, I
Cold.
believe. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It is cold.
Okay, you see some of the zombie body begin to freeze up as its innards are spilling out. It sort of holds it together. It coagulates.
Zombody.
Belfier, it's your go.
About time.
Yep.
Go on, Jordan Belfier.
Should have brought
think-
Chad in here. Throw Chad.
I think that lightning would have killed Chad.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Chad.
Rest in
Is-
peace.
Marcellus, like in a straight line of sight from, is that him right there?
That's him here in the doorway.
Okay. So I would like to cast Mind Spike
Okay.
at him.
Int save, I think.
It is Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Mhm.
Yep. Tasha's mind whip is the int. That's
Yeah.
what gets
Yep.
me. Every time I
Yeah.
confuse those two. An 18.
Just
save.
misses.
Yeah.
So, what is mine? Is it save or
That's not even
suck?
what we're doing.
No, but
Just
Oh,
failed.
on a failed save, they take half as much. So you still roll the
Yeah.
damage. All that
definitely-
extra stuff also doesn't
It
happen.
definitely
so you don't
hits,
get
but just half.
the fun benefits.
Okay, so 6.
It's 3d8.
Okay, so that'd be 18, then twice, so 9.
Well, we'll roll it 3 times.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
1.
7. So 11 on the dice, halved.
So 5.
5 psychic.
Okay. You see as he's just swatted that ray of enfeeblement to the side, he places his offhand to his head as he grimaces and looks out at you. He knows exactly where that magic is coming from. He is a very experienced fighter. You can now glean from this. But as you round out your turn, we now move back to Lady Valeria, who is
Oh, bitch.
One of us is gonna die because I got
mean,
this
true.
damn cursed weapon.
Wasn't that in the notes too? that
She's-
a bitch?
Yeah.
That's Luciana, not
well,
Valeria.
yeah. All right, they
That's
are.
that's because Luciana
We get two
stabbed
bitches.
one of our other
Mixing
characters.
up our bitches.
Yeah. As one does.
So Valeria has these spell slots. She's gonna use them. She looks right in your eyes with a bit of fear, and she says, "If one wasn't enough, maybe two." And she throws her palm at you. You see the lightning course down from her hair across her arm, searing the wound that you've created as she grimaces and lightning arcs out of her fingertips. I need you and Safety to make another saving throw.
Dex.
Dex, yeah.
You have your reactions back.
And I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's still not great.
What's the save?
I love seeing the dice just disappear from our list.
Caleb says nothing.
You go first. Oh, take something.
Okay. I'm gonna take the 13 for an 18.
I'll have a
Okay.
21.
So
Period.
both of you save. The damage is 22. Not nearly as bad as the last time.
So 11.
Wait,
So
I'm
11.
so sorry. Not because I now know whether or not I saved or failed because of the whole half damage thing.
Mhm.
Can I redact me taking a roll from the chat? Because I am going down with
Sure.
this hit either way.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
I forgot I only have 3 hit points.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah, you would have
regardless-
known
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I say I took?
You took a 14.
Just do
No, I
Command
took
Z.
a 13
Command
because it was
Z.
plus 5.
Command Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Oh,
There you go.
period.
Slay.
I thought-
So
I totally
as
thought
the
it was 14.
lightning arcs across the hallway yet again, another bolt cascades light across the room, and as that light fades, as your eyes adjust, Sir Navoy, you turn,
That's what was it.
still standing from this blast, and see your dear friend, Safety, now fallen, collapsed in the hallway, unconscious.
Very sorry about that, but I'm cursed.
Girl, dead as hell.
Yeah.
We now move to Marcellus's turn, and he's going to make some advantage attacks on Morber.
It's oops, no healing though. Is the
Oops,
is
no
the-
healing.
Yeah, is the real
Oops,
thing.
all warlocks, no healing.
Yeah.
Jeez,
potions
these
of healing.
dice.
I do. I have one to give to you, but I.
Does a 15 hit you?
Does not.
Okay,
AC 16.
he's got one more attack here. Does a 23 hit you?
Nope. AC
Finally-
24.
Oh, that's so weird. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that hits. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that.
You're going to take 6 points of piercing
He
and
takes 10 back.
8 points of poison.
Okay.
As he slams the obsidian blade into a chink in your armor, you feel the necrotic energies pulsing into you as your arm is poisoned. You feel your veins pulsing full of this black energy. As he pulls it out, you feel your arm go numb a bit, wielding your warhammer in the offhand. As Marcellus begins to take more of a lithe stance, he's jumping back and forth. There's more where that came from. Ready to take you down,
Yeah.
but you're still standing, Morber. It is your go.
Morber, he took his 10 cold damage from
He
hitting.
did.
Okay.
Navoy, you're on deck.
He's looking spry
Yeah,
even after the hit that I gave him. Okay, cool.
a few hits.
Oh yeah, because you shot him.
I just did 8 damage though.
I'm gonna roll to hit.
Okay.
I'm going to take the 19. Use my reaction to take the 19 in the chat. That's a crit for me.
Oh. Okay.
Period.
That's going to hit.
And because
You
I
already knew that.
because I'm critting, I get to roll an extra dice.
Yes, you do. And that gets doubled because it's crit.
Yes, it does. Oh,
We talked about this before we streamed, for anyone in the chat
yeah.
wondering.
So 10 doubled to 20 plus 4, 24
Okay.
points of bludgeoning damage. As Morber goes, there is more. As he brings the warhammer down on top of him.
Morber will show you more.
How much damage was it?
24 total bludgeoning.
24. He is going to see you and use his cunning uncanny dodge to have that to 12. as he once again lessens the blow, but the impact is too much. It actually drives him to a knee before he's able to basically push the impact off of him. It slams into the floor and makes a big impact crater in the stone underneath.
And then I'm going to use my... Ooh, do I just run? Or do I stay here?
Do I stay or do I go? By the way, I'll let you guys know this now because I am going to start doing it. I don't want you to feel surprised when I do. Old boy has legendary actions that I forgot to use last round.
Oh my god, I was about
so
to make a joke
it's
about
coming
legendary
out. I'm just
resistance.
letting you know.
Oh, him?
So I got this fireball.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
So,
Yeah.
it's fine.
You told us about it too. So
I'm dead out there. So
yeah, Morber's gonna Misty Step,
Okay.
dead out there.
bonus
Blow
action,
me
back
up.
into the room. As far as Misty Step will get him, I think is what
30.
30 feet.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, and he's gonna whenever he reappears, he's gonna look to Belfier and say, "Now it's time to use that tattoo."
He's gonna cast Healing Word.
Mass healing word.
Sir Navoy, it is your go.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to reckless attack.
1 extra damage. I forgot he's hexed.
But I'm also gonna. I'm trying to decide if I want to great weapon master this. Is she looking like hurt, like bloodied?
She is not.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna reckless attack.
Okay.
Those are
Caleb, can you grab the light pink ring in there?
Of course.
It's a hex ring.
A
and so
19 to hit.
19 will definitely hit. I don't even have to look.
5 plus 6, 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh no, 1 and a 5.
Mm-hmm. And then
Now she's bloodied.
now she's looking bloodied. Hell yeah.
As you bring your sword to bear, she tries to dodge out of the way, and you basically arc it like a baseball bat swing. And when you cut across, you cut her arm across her abdomen. Blood is across the floor at this point. She's barely holding it together, just in utter amazement that you're still standing.
I'm gonna like growl at
Get
her.
wrecked.
Yeah.
And then there's like steam that's gonna like come out of my ears.
She looks to you with labored breaths. Why won't you die? Okay. Safety. It is your go. I'm going to roll your death save. We roll those in secret here. Okay.
I saw it.
Did
It
you?
was a dice.
It was a dice.
I didn't see it.
And Barbara, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
I would like to do. I want to do Rain of Enfeeblement again. And see
Okay.
if I can be successful with that.
Yeah. Make your attack.
Whoop.
Yeah, you could re-roll
10.
that. You could re-roll that. That fell out. Try that again.
You can re-roll it.
All right.
Second DM says.
You also can
35.
take rolls from the chat. Don't forget.
I have a 13
A 13
You have a plus.
plus
Your charisma plus 2.
plus my charisma. Oh. Plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
18 will hit.
Hell yeah.
As you fire your ray of enfeeblement, it appears that Marcellus is distracted by the individual that just teleported away. He now looks into the room and is met with a blast in the face. How much damage is he taking?
What is the word?
Attack.
What? How much damage does Raven Enfeeblement do?
It does.
On the hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the
Oh,
spell
I
ends.
see. Yeah, we don't see enfeeblement much, so
So
great.
no damage. He just
You are
does half
concentrating, so if you want to grab a concentration ring, Mo, and drop that on there, that's awesome.
What does it do?
Half damage with weapon
Ah.
attacks
Weapon
that
attacks.
use strength. I don't know if he's using strength.
Who'd you use it
Let
on?
me double check.
I think, oh boy.
The guy that was hitting me. That
Okay.
you shot at.
Marcellus.
So-
Marcellus, yeah.
You see this
better
sickly
use
ray cascade across his face, and his features instantly grow more gaunt. His bones are showing through his skin
Kind of. He's got a ring on him already.
as he struggles to hold his blade as nimbly as he was. He lifts it and looks at you through the crack in the doorway. Curse you.
No, curse you.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Haha!
It is now the zombies' go.
The zombies.
Zombie.
Just one.
Zombie.
Is going to attack you,
Oh
Barbara.
no.
Zombie.
Zombie gets 3 attacks. I'm going to roll them all at the same time.
Because you can get to the back of the room and put it right there.
Uh-oh. I heard chuckles when you asked about the AC. Does a 10 hit?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So all these are going to hit.
Fun.
Yeah. So you're going to take...
Oh no. You don't have mage
So
armor?
you just need to be at least 20 feet away from wherever you drop.
Have you ever used D&D Beyond?
I think you're
No,
already
I
there, but
haven't.
if you want
It
to
does
Oh, you need
everything
some.
for you.
You take
Okay.
2 points of piercing damage as this snake body bites into you, and you feel poison seep in. You're going to take another 5 points of poison damage, and while it's got you latched, it's going to dig in with both claws, and you're going to take 9 points of slashing damage total.
Brilliant. Congrats, the zombie.
Just call
Congrats
it.
to
down?
zombie.
Is that what you're saying? Congrats to the zombie because you're downed?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh
That's
no.
a lot.
16? Okay.
With that, it is now Belfier's turn. However,
Is this a fireproof room?
Right.
the
You can test it out.
Yeah, we're about to.
Marcellus is going to take one of his legendary actions, Cunning. Allows him to move up to half his movement speed without provoking opportunity attacks. He is going to move in
Oh, you have to roll for concentration too. So it's
on Cern of
10
Voy.
plus your concentration.
Try and attack
is
with
the
advantage here.
Save.
But he can't-
No,
You got to beat 10.
you have to beat 10, but you add your concentration to your roll.
Okay.
It's not concentration.
Constitution. It's the
Constitution.
one that says con.
Yeah.
It is a little confusing at times.
I'm screwed.
Yeah. So you can take something from the chat. You can take.
Well, I also don't
We
know.
have a 13.
We don't know if he's using strength on his attacks. So
That's
she's
true.
concentrating on the Raven Feeblement. So you can take something.
You can, but if not, you'll drop concentration.
Has he done
that.
multi-attack yet? Has he done any multi-attacks? Without
moved.
legendary.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Take
Well,
the
he
13.
didn't. Not right now, but he's been attacking twice every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His legendary action allows him to move, and now he's in position behind Cern of Voy. Now your turn is going to happen, Belfier.
Yeah, sorry.
He trips over my dead body, right?
No, you're here.
You're down the hallway,
And he went
dying where no one can see
you
you.
moved over there. My bad.
So I'm gonna just
I really
kind of
wanted
peel
to
my
save you,
cloak
but I
back
didn't
and,
Okay.
and reveal a level 3 spell rock tattoo.
Hell yeah.
Containing fireball.
What
and-
does the tattoo look like? I'm curious. I feel like you're a man that would know what this tattoo looks like.
It's honestly, it's not nearly as cool as you would think. It's on like a little cartoon looking, like almost like innocent looking, just flame.
Yeah.
Just a little like.
It looks like a Mario fireball.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Makes you punch a little faster.
And I tap that and I drop fireball right on Marcellus.
Right on Marcellus through the doorway.
Okay, so I have to roll.
Okay. So
Ooh, I will too.
Yeah, you're gonna just take two failed saves. I think
I'm
immediately.
gonna roll. Well, what's the? Yeah, you would be in range of that, I think. But he doesn't even know where you are.
So
Yeah.
go to your.
Oh yeah,
spells.
sure.
I rolled dirty twan, so I saved.
Okay.
But it's still half damage.
Yeah. So roll is 66.
86.
Lady Valeria rolls with advantage, and she rolled a nat 20, so she will save.
You need some d6.
I'm gonna port.
Marcellus rolled a 23, so he also saves. And the zombie, I believe, is not going to make it, but I'm going to roll anyway. Let's see what
Got
happens.
another
And
D20
unfortunately,
in the chat.
Barbara, I think has to roll to save too, and you as well.
I already rolled.
Oh.
Zombie failed.
I thought he was putting it outside.
He was, but it goes around.
It goes
the
around.
corners.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
last session.
Yeah, it expands.
I see. Brett made that case for
As
you. and
long
now
as
it's
there's
working
like a
against
hole
you.
that it can get through, it fills the full.
Is that
We do have an 11 in the chat, but I don't think that will. We have an 18 in the chat as well. You can take if you want,
Yeah. Okay.
because that's going to be a lot of damage. So
Wait, so what did you roll?
I saved.
Two successes. These guys succeeded, but they're going to take half damage, and this guy failed. the zombie?
It was a 21.
Total damage?
21
so
damage.
half to 10 if you saved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had 3 ones.
Take
Yeah, that was
That was so
that's
brutal.
rough.
Because I think that's going to put you down.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I might.
We
be
tried.
deceased if I don't.
Yeah, so.
I'll take the 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So-
your save. Yeah, that's save.
As the fireball erupts, wrapping around the doorway and actually hitting some of your allies, you see the zombie actually burned away as the flames erupt from the doorway. It is no more than a pile of smoldering ash at this point. You see, Certain Avoid, you see Lady Valeria barely holding on. Her frizzed hair that was arcing with lightning only moments ago is now matted to her face as soot covers her expression. She's blinking, just barely holding on to consciousness. And you guys see Marcellus as well, at least bloodied. He's not looking nearly as nimble. And seeing how bad Lady Valeria is, you see him starting to look at the odds stacked against him. Unfortunately, as this fireball wraps around the corner and arcs against your own ally, he too erupts in flames.
Safety's dead.
Sorry, buddy.
That
Well-
means your first roll was a fail because you
Well,
get 2 automatic fails.
Also, I failed my wisdom save, so now I have to attack him.
Oh, it changes?
Oh my god, you do.
I do.
Uh-oh.
Wait, there's nothing in the chat you could have taken?
What is happening right now?
No,
You
it
could
doesn't
have taken
matter.
something to
Before-
beat the wisdom save?
No, she did beat.
Nothing
Oh.
to beat it.
The 11's not going to give you.
Oh no!
I do get 8 temporary HP.
Okay, yeah, from your
Dark One's
fiend.
Blessing.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So as we round out your turn,
Maybe she'll
Oh,
hit
wait,
me.
what?
we move back to the start of the initiative.
Let her hit me.
Or him. They both go right now.
And
No,
she has
she goes
advantage on me.
first.
No, no, but they both go before her is
She
what
has
I'm saying.
advantage on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering what she's going to do seeing her ally.
She going to hit me.
14.
You know what? She's worried about herself in this moment.
What about
She
you?
is going to upcast burning hands as more flames arc. Perhaps
gonna hit
flames
him?
will do it. And she's just spewing red hot fire. I need you to make another dex save.
I have advantage on those.
He
Yeah.
also is going to get advantage on it. Certain Avoid, make an insight check for me as well.
Okay,
It's worth noting,
I-
if you want to fail it, you can choose to fail it.
I mean, you're going to take damage regardless.
Yeah.
I failed it.
Okay.
And then an insight check, you said?
Yep.
That's a nat fucking 1.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you see nothing but fire and flames as they engulf you, and you take 13 points of fire damage.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance,
Okay.
and I'm going to reduce it by 13.
Okay. Nice.
So is that what it was?
That was what it was. So you get. There's nothing.
Take nothing.
That was a good roll on your Stone's Endurance. Hell yeah. All right. As we now come to Marcellus's turn, he's going to take 2 advantage attacks on you. He's at your back. He actually forgot to take his. He's going to take his legendary action first because it's still the end of her turn. Does a 23 hit?
I think it does.
It does.
Is it hitting me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I typed Grim on the dice roll, but it was actually Justin.
Got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah,
Thank you, Justin.
I'm so used to typing
They
Grim.
we've already lost a player here. This is
18.
not happened in a long time.
What is happening?
He's attacking you.
Cool.
Yeah, he hit you. You take 6 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison
I'm
damage.
down.
Okay. So as you drop,
And then there were 2. With 3, you're still up, right? Okay.
Still up.
Okay.
as you drop,
I do have a
Player
potion of
doesn't have
healing.
dice.
I got no spells.
I have one as well.
as you drop to the ground, Marcellus's eyes drift up towards Lady Valeria, and those of you in the room may hear her shout, "Finish it!" And he rushes into the room. He's going to make attacks on you.
Oh, jeez.
These are straight rolls, so
What's up?
Good luck.
Does so one is going to miss, I believe. No, actually, that's a 10 to hit, and I think that does hit you, right?
What's your AC?
10.
Oh no!
And then
no, it's right.
the other is a 12. So first attack, you're going to take 8
This is
points
bad.
of piercing damage
You might be down too, huh?
and 2 points of poison damage.
You're down too.
Are you still up?
I'm still up.
Okay. The second attack,
Oh no! Roll low.
6 points of piercing damage.
I'm out.
All right, and then the poison is just insult to injury, an extra 1 point
Good luck, guys.
as you drop.
Alex, when he's down and he takes 2 fails automatically, is that a house rule or is that a roll?
That is a rule. When you if you take damage while you are unconscious,
It's an automatic
It is-
crit.
yeah,
It's
it's
kinda how it-
it's
yeah.
2.
Well, so
Oh, hang on.
everything
No.
I'm reading is spells.
You're right. Spells don't trigger that.
It's
You're
1.
absolutely right.
So I'm
we
not
have
dead
we have
yet.
not trended into that territory before, and it is
I'm not dead
He
yet.
hasn't gone since the
It hasn't
fireball.
gone to your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
So safety is still up, and I may have revealed some things here, but yeah, he has 2 failed death saves at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for double checking that.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
sorry.
I don't know why it was bothering me, but some part of me was like,
Yeah,
because it's an auto crit. Is normally
that's
how
why
that
I
I
works.
feel like
We'll take
every
a look
time
at
it's
the
happened to
Yeah.
us, it's been
Melee.
Melee.
yeah.
I don't know why, but every single time. So,
Oh, thank you to
Dutton.
Dutton 103. He was the one that actually brought it up. and
hell
made me
yeah,
look into
Dutton.
it.
Thank.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Dutton or Dutton, but thank you. You are a champion. So glad to have you in chat, and I hope you're enjoying yourself as much as we are. We are going to move now to Moriber's turn.
Come
Okay,
heal
how
us,
far?
baby.
How far is he from me?
25 feet, because I think you
We can
moved
take a
30 to
roll
get
for
there.
Okay.
That saves.
So
18.
I saw him get
Done.
hit
Okay,
by
thank you.
safety, and he didn't do anything to lessen that blow. Right?
By safety. Oh, you mean by Belfier?
No, safety shot him in the hallway before safety went down, and he took some damage. Right? You shot him.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
didn't do any. He was lessening the blow whenever I was hitting him.
correct.
Would I be able to piece together that magic might be a little bit of a better based on that?
You might. It's up to you. I don't think there's a role for that here because I don't think there's
Okay.
enough information to go on.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's,
I'm gonna move
there.
they're horrible live.
I'm gonna move around
Really?
back there,
I
Okay.
cannot listen.
and I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
All right. Roll to hit.
Try to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Every time it comes on, I'm like,
We're talking about
That's
the
an at
fray.
one. I'm not that good at hitting,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do.
Alex loves the music comes on. I have to turn this off.
What do I have to
It's
plus?
just like PTSD.
I went to see
I'm a
Kelly
plus 4.
Clarkson
I'm gonna
years ago when they opened.
use my reaction. I'm gonna take
Okay.
the 14 that we have in chat. So for an 18 total to hit.
18 will hit.
Can't do it.
Roll your damage.
Oh, he's I hate it.
7 points of force damage.
So as the Eldritch Blast arcs in, he's going to slice it in half with his blade at the last moment, once again using his uncanny dodge. He is going to take 3 points of damage as half of the blast hits him in the opposite shoulder.
Gotcha. And I will not.
He is
be-
definitely bloodied now, by the way.
Does he look to still be focused on Barbara, or no?
No, he would have felled her and turned. to
Okay, cool.
You all.
Then I'm not gonna do my Eldritch Blast thing.
Okay,
I can pull them closer
Oh,
to
it
me.
is them.
got it.
But
okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sir
The
Navoy,
one, too.
it is your go, so I'm rolling your death save.
All right. No, you're not. I'm taking something from the chat.
Okay.
Did you already take
Something
it?
that passes.
It's a 18.
With that.
Well, no,
what-
an
Oh, no,
11.
an 11.
You
I'm
can
sorry.
get a 10,
An 11.
10 or more. Yeah, don't,
Okay.
don't take the 18.
Yeah.
We now move to Safety's turn.
I'm the murderer now. No, I'm just kidding.
Safety, are you down too?
Yeah, girl.
Nah.
That was cocked.
Rest
I'm
in
probably dead
peace.
as hell.
We move on to Barbara's turn.
You dead
You're
as hell?
up? No,
No.
you didn't
I thought
say
I was
it.
dead.
I think
No,
we-
death saves. You
Death
get free.
saves. I roll them for
He's
you.
rolling because
It's a house rule. We roll them in secret because really your allies wouldn't know if you're bleeding out or not.
Gotcha.
Right.
How close you are to death.
Yeah.
And all that
Okay.
fun
Close
stuff.
to me to death.
You can
and we
only-
wouldn't either. So like we want them to have like a sense of urgency.
What you all?
guard
Well, we
what you
also
all-
none of us have. I don't think you have any way to heal anybody. I don't.
I have potions on my body
I
that
don't
you
know
knew
that.
about. Yeah, I told you.
What you
can
all
put
do
it down my
see-
throat.
is Barbara pop up with 1 hit point.
Isn't that 20?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's funny.
You're still
Hell
prone. But you
One
see
hit
Barbara blink awake as
Take that
Marcellus
potion, baby.
Right?
Marcellus is turned around, not paying any attention to
Okay.
her.
I'm happy I asked that question then.
Yeah, that's a good point. Belfier, it is
If he
your
was
go.
focused
What
on
would you
her
like to
still
do?
or not.
Oh, actually, when you do that, Barbara, you still have your turn, so it's your go. What would you like to do?
Use your action, reaction, all that fun stuff.
Stop the beeping real quick.
You're good.
Real life cyborg status.
Sorry, friend.
So,
Cyborg status.
yes, I come with cyborg noises.
We love it. Flavor.
Let's see. I'd like to use. I think I'd like to use my poison spray.
Okay. Is that con save?
Yes.
Yay! I guessed right for once.
Yay.
He does have advantage on these, but I'm gonna rule that he's straight rolling because he's not looking. What?
I texted Brett. I said, if you have points, we need dice.
Does a 8 save? I'm guessing it does not.
You might be easily.
No, I think your spell save.
It doesn't. It's impossible for it to be lower than
I think
that.
base is a 10. Yeah.
It's your spell attack modifier plus 8 is the
Okay.
way that works. But
So
Which with a proficiency of 2, yeah, it's a
your
base 10
spell
plus,
attack
yeah,
modifier is 5 plus 8.
Okay.
So
13.
13 is your save.
yeah.
So that doesn't.
So roll the damage. It will hit. As you throw your palm out from the ground and poison begins to spew out in a cloud.
Your damage. What's your damage?
My damage.
Yeah. So poison spray. Does
I think
it
it's
say on there?
it's a D10 damage dice.
A creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
1d12. So yeah, roll your d12.
Okay. 12.
Max damage.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Take him out.
He begins. You dirty little thing. As he turns around with his obsidian blade ready to strike down upon you again. It is now Valeria's turn. She's going to step over. How much movement does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to enter the room with everyone else here. And she's going to try and chromatic orb.
Woo!
Thank you, Dude 103 coming in hot with the nat 20. We needed that.
We do need
It's
it.
Dutton.
Is it Dutton?
It's
Yeah.
Dutton. We
I will
confirm.
pronounce it
It's
forever
Dutton.
correctly from now on.
Why does that sound
I will never.
familiar?
I will never question it again.
Yellowstone.
Yep.
That's what it is.
I never watched it.
That's their last name.
A chromatic
Good.
orb is hurled out at you, Belfier. And
Not Jordan.
just because she likes that lightning damage, you see energy begin to crackle in her palm. She is basically an undead herself at this point, just barely holding on to life, and she throws it across the room, slinging herself to the ground. Does a 16 hit you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belfier?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You are going to take
You're
15 points of lightning damage
do it. It'll take it.
as the blast erupts and you feel all your muscles tense.
Yeah, after she threw out 35s to start, I was,
Yeah.
I was pretty nervous.
She out of those.
Yeah, that's some high level spell stuff to
Hey, there we go.
At the end of her turn, because I keep on forgetting these legendary actions,
That's
fine.
okay.
Marcellus is going to use his 3-cost legendary action as he takes something off his belt loop, throws it on the ground, and a poison of his own actually fills a 10-foot cube basically everything within 5 feet of the assassin. Unfortunately, that is only going to be Barbara.
And his friend.
She's not within 5. Oh yeah,
Right?
she is within
Oh,
5 feet.
okay.
She's on the edge, but I'll give it
okay.
to that. Need to make a.
Constitution saving throw?
Oh no,
Oh no, what?
Just damage.
it's not. It's just damage. You're gonna take.
Well, I think with your 1 hit point.
Yeah, things are looking grim.
Unless he's got a negative modifier. Yeah.
What makes you concerned?
10 points of psychic damage.
Oh yeah.
What was the spider's name again? I forgot.
Wiffle.
Wiffle Piffle. To be frank, I'm more worried about Wiffle Piffle than Barbara.
I think Wiffle Piffle found their way out.
As Lady Valeria
Barbara and
falls,
Bellas.
you are startled by the fact that Marcellus, so loyal to this woman, has no regard for her at this point. And when you bring your eye line back to him, he is nowhere to be found.
This man.
Morber, it's your go. What would you like to do?
Heal us up, fam.
I'm sprinting out of the door.
Okay.
I bet he used
I'm gonna have to use my dash action to get that far, to get all the way to the door and then into the hallway. I'm assuming. Like, how far does 30 feet get me? There.
Right here. As you cross over Valeria's body, though, stepping wide to give her some modicum of respect, you feel a blade sink into you.
Oh, he turned invisible.
Does a 17 hit?
Just barely.
Okay.
It misses.
Nope.
You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage
God, this is the closest we've ever been to a TPK.
and 2 points of poison damage.
I'm gonna try to heal somebody.
As he reappears after taking this advantaged attack upon you. Still, this is not enough to bring you down.
Yeah.
But you get to the doorway with 30 feet.
I mean, I would stop if he hit me wherever I. Yeah. And I'm
would've
gonna
been there.
spin around with the warhammer and just bring it down.
Okay,
on
make your
wherever.
attack roll.
Fred said Wiffle Piffle's the character, Barbara's the familiar.
Now, do I? how's he looking as I spin around with my warhammer in hand?
He's looking pretty rough.
I kind of hope that's true.
There's a 20. There's a nat 20.
I know.
So
I know. I'm gonna take the nat 20. I'm gonna crit him. I know he's gonna
Familiar to
reduce
the
this.
spider.
Not. Or maybe that was already a reaction.
The spiders collected a
Might
note.
have already been a reaction. Okay.
Caught you in his web.
Oh, 2. I get to roll another one. 'Cause it's a crit.
This is a long stream.
That's 12 doubled to 24 plus 6. That's 30 points of bludgeoning damage as he Morbid spins around, just feeling the blade in his back, just not even looking, just bringing the hammer down where he felt
He
it.
takes this opportunity attack, thinking for sure it'll bring you down. He might stand a chance against a lone caster, but seeing the might in your eyes as you swing your warhammer back upon him, how would you like to finish off Marcellus?
I think Morber's gonna bring it, spin around, bring it down on his head, and as his head, like before the life finally leaves his eyes, he says, "Huh, guess there's no more left." As he brings the hammer back, and this guy's like neck is like all like broken.
He just sort of crumples onto the ground, and as he does, the black blade now clatters onto the floor next to him, and you see it begin to, just as the last did, disintegrate into the atmosphere, with the relative devastation wrought upon you and your party. There appears to be no more threat as some of the guests are sort of peeking in through the doorway. A couple of them are huddled around your down allies, wondering if they're all okay. But for now, the danger is over. What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm gonna healing potion. I'm gonna healing potion in your mouth, and then try to stabilize safety. And I'm gonna say, see if you can help Barbara.
Yeah, I have whoever's still like down or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a healing potion
or a greater healing?
that I would like to use.
Okay.
So is it just Barbara that's still down?
I mean, do we know that you also have a potion or no? No, okay.
Because we all started with one.
Yeah.
No, I must have used it the last session.
Well, it was with the gold. I don't know if you
Yeah.
purchased one or not.
No, this week so busy.
Well, we're
Oh,
gonna
that's
say-
fine. You can have
we're
one. That's
gonna
fine.
Say she
Yeah.
Just one.
It would be different if you spent it on something else,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
So then you can feed Barbara
Okay.
their potion. So you can roll to see how much you heal. And
Yeah.
do I have to do like
Here,
some kind of
it'll
check to
be
try to stabilize or see if he's still alive? Safety?
So that's 3, and you'll just roll an extra.
as you rush to him, you see his breathing is very labored. He's hanging on by a thread, but he is still alive for now.
So you got 12.
I mean, I don't have
plus
any
4.
other way to heal him other than to just like try to be good at medicine.
Okay.
Unless you had 2 potions on you.
I have a potion. If I'm feeding
at
Barbara
medicine.
Barbara's own potion, I can.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
maybe while I'm running by the door, I'm like, does it?
For the record, I did roll one more death save for both of them.
Okay.
Sorry, Sir Navoy and for safety because it was so close.
Yeah.
You passed. Sir Navoy did fail, but it was fine.
Yeah.
So
So then your
make
potion
it.
can go to safety.
Over your healing.
So you're up. Yeah.
It's 4d4.
44 plus 4.
that I think is the closest we've gotten to losing a character
That
in a
was
while.
really, really close.
I was ready. I was full on the vampire from Twilight. I was like,
Plus 4.
15.
As you wake, safety, and you kind of blink your eyes open, your heart kickstarts. The adrenaline still coursing through your veins. You wonder for a moment if everyone is all right, but then you see a number of your friends, including Elias and Luciana, looking down over you, wondering if you're okay. You hear Luciana, I think he's going to make it. He's going to pull through.
You better. That's an expensive potion he just drank.
Oh, please. It's not like you paid for it anyway.
Fair.
Everyone else is dead silent, wondering exactly what has happened thus far. And Elias takes a stand and looks upon all of their worried faces. And I'm sorry to have brought this evil upon all of you. And I'm sorry to have not been as forthright as I should have been. I'm not just a commoner traveling through these lands. I am Elias Montclair, Duke of West Ardenia.
Yeah.
And we are here investigating the murder of our king, Yvonne Montclair, my cousin. We believe these individuals to be involved. And I appreciate the fact that you stand with us in this dark hour. We will fell this plot somehow. We will find another lead if we must. And then Luciana begins to round the corner. Actually, there is something I must tell you. I was going to wait for the morning, but I feel we can use a bit of light now. Before Zoshal was murdered, we did indeed converse in his room. Unfortunately, he never met the one that hired him. They never spoke. But Zoshal was absolutely sure, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that he recognized the crest of the southern house of Azarath upon them.
What's up with that?
So, do you want to be honest now? Are you are you part of that house?
I just woke up from death.
My friend, I don't think we would have spared your life if we thought you were guilty. In fact, you have proven yourself innocent twice now.
I would have liked
no
to know
shadow
that
of a
information before I poured the potion down his throat.
doubt. Time was of the essence. And time is of the essence still. Your Dukeship, I would like to accompany you to investigate this matter further. Too many people I know have died in the wake of this now. And I must see these sins answered. Well said, Luciana. If you all would join me, I could use all the help we can get. At dawn, we leave to investigate House Azarath.
Ride chat at dawn.
And that
We ride chat at dawn.
is where we will end our session for the night. thank you everyone for all the support and for sticking around for a much longer than normal session. Thank you to all our players for sticking around. That just sort of got away from me there. There was a lot going on, and there was a lot of interest. So if you guys want to see more of this, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future streams. Do also check out our sponsor, Tabletop Beard, and follow the link in the description for 20% off of your own beard oils, beard butters, and other amazing beard care products. Finally, do check out our friends over at Darkeport. They're running some awesome streams over on their channel. Their link is also in the description. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos. Bye.
Bye.